My freaking Discord updated and didn't let me turn the camera on, so I don't look
So
anything.
we are currently picking up where we left off last session. Mr. the Rogue had to leave early because
I didn't have to leave. I left at 11.
he had to leave early.
Before the game ended.
Which is understandable. 11 o'clock is late for some of us. Have to be up at 5 in the morning.
It's already midnight for me.
We did finish Strelv's little thing, right, Strelv?
No, not nice to call it a little thing.
Wow.
I don't remember.
Crocosmia would not be calling it a little thing.
Listen, we weren't asking Crocosmia either, were we?
No. We had not dealt with that because it was me having to abdicate the potential throne, and but
yes,
I wasn't planning on doing that in front of Tiamat.
Yeah.
So yeah, and this Grigori seems to be well and truly under her thumb, as opposed to the past Grigori who was not. So
correct.
I'm not necessarily going to just hand over
the
keys of the kingdom, per se, to somebody who's Tiamat's pet.
Indeed. I think you should do the kingdom.
I mean, I have no interest in doing that, but I'm also not interested in seeing her ruling him.
Be the king until a better person comes up who can actually be the king and be trusted. I wouldn't trust Grigori to be the butler.
So my plan was to just use the message cantrip, which I have that, to just whisper a message to him saying Grigori.
Okay.
Basically, are you taking power for her?
I will whisper you.
And
then, John, we're going to deal with your little thing real quick. How would you like to enter the house?
Well, I was invited, so...
You were.
I guess I'm going through the front door.
You could go in any way you want to, even though you were invited. That is totally up to you.
The stories I heard from my cast members here, I think I'll go through the front door. Just because of, what I heard about previous interactions and what was in the house already.
All right. So you're going through the front door?
All
right. They'll announce you. And they will announce you as the King of Thieves. She's not here.
They
are not here.
Oh, when you first came in. Okay, yes, we're back rewinding.
They're lurking in the grass outside.
Yeah.
In the hut, yes.
Yes, and you went in first.
The Jabba.
You.
There's nobody here. I'm gonna go home now.
You, the King of Thieves. I have a task for you.
Okay.
Would you prefer not to yell? Thank you.
What, am I yelling?
No. Well, you were. You were standing by the fountain. He's over in there. I need your network. Not to have for my own. Of course, it is yours and yours alone. But I need to borrow it momentarily.
Why?
Tomorrow, the next day, Strelv will come to visit. When he comes, Tiamat will be there.
Where?
Here.
In your house?
Yeah.
Okay, so Strelv is visiting Tiamat here at Grigori's house.
He doesn't know that.
I'm visiting Grigori.
Mara.
Yeah, I have no clue Tiamat's going to be there.
Yeah.
I'm just talking. I'm writing this down. I'm taking notes because that's an
Yeah.
information guy.
Yeah.
So,
Uh-huh.
Okay, so Straub's coming here. Tiamat's coming here. You're going to be here. What do you need me for?
I need you to get word to the mass armies to see if they can get here by tomorrow.
To fight Tiamat?
You got it. Except he doesn't say it like that. He's a little bit more gruff and burly. Niz doesn't know how to be gruff and burly.
Just be growly like this. It's not that hard, really.
Let them clang when you walk. So
There are 2 specific armies that I need you to grab a hold of. The Dragon Network is already on its way. I need the dwarves and the elves. And I hear you have networks in both.
networks everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if that's really what's happening,
Oh, your token is broken. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
a broken token.
I have a broken token. That's what she said.
He is telling the truth, but he is also hiding something.
So why are you hiding something?
Because I don't know if I tell you if you will still be willing to do it.
You understand that I'm a king of thieves, scoundrels, cutthroats, like people who do trickery for a living, right?
Mm-hmm.
You may
You know
as
what?
well tell me. Because if I find out that it's not in our best interest to help you, or what you're telling me isn't exactly true, I can just as easily tell them not to come.
This is true. You will hear the words, "This is true," literally come right from behind you.
Is there some? Oh,
Yeah.
so now there's 2 of them?
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Friend
the right
of-
roll?
To see him, yes.
No. Is that the right roll to tell if one of them's an illusion and it's actually something or somebody else?
Not an illusion.
How are there 2 of you?
A friend of mine, well, an enemy of yours, it used to be a friend of mine, taught me how to do it.
Ugh.
You.
I understand. I understand probably more than you imagine I do, but that's fine. That's not the issue. What does there being 2 of you make this more believable to me?
I am, during the fight with Tiamat, going to be pronounced dead.
The
And
one
I
in the
need
present?
all of the above. I need you to be the one that does the final blow.
To you.
Correct.
And what, again, how does that benefit us?
Well, Strelv is supposed to be king.
Are you currently king?
Well, I claim to be king. I'm not currently king.
Isn't
Tiamat.
Stroll already king?
Well, with the hat, the helm, and the face, and the mask, and the things, yes.
So forgive me for not knowing the whole culture of dragon thing, but so my understanding is he has most of the claims to the throne, but you have some of the claims to the throne, and somehow him getting all of the claims to the throne will help us beat Tiamat.
Yes.
Do the dragons know that?
Yeah, no. That's kind of why I'm speaking with you.
So besides getting 2 armies to show up here in addition to one who supposedly is on its way, how does having that happen when Tiamat is supposedly already also here help?
If they see that Strelv and his members, you guys, dirty minds, uh,
Not that time.
That was
Bernie's
all you
always
did.
in there.
That was all you.
If Strelv and your party were the ones who took me down and took down Tiamat, they have no other choice but to believe that he is king.
So you mean the dragons?
Yes,
Okay, sorry. 'Cause
and
we had
everyone
sidebar.
else. Mhm.
Okay, so do I have to kill both of you?
Both of. Oh, that and me? No. Just one of us. Doesn't matter.
Will one of you be someone else?
Somewhere not in time, somewhere like in another building.
Is Tiamat not able to sense that you're still in existence? If I kill one of you but the other one still lives?
No. Another trick your current evil friend and I have learned.
Okay. So what happens when the one of you who's still alive isn't dead?
There are things that I'm going to be doing behind the scenes to help further what we need to have happen. And then
You
to
mean
get
like,
Strelv off the throne.
okay, so wait, what? To get him off the throne?
But he doesn't want it. I'm
Oh,
under the that assumption that he does not want it.
so we have to kill you, kill Tiamat, convince the dragons that Strelv is the king, and then he's going to abdicate back to you, the undead dragon king.
That's kind of the goal. If you can make it happen.
And how does Orson fit into this? Other
Well,
than
the only
helping you with
way,
this trick that's not really a trick.
right, that's the only way. Orson and I were friends once upon a time. Currently no longer.
So why, if you're not friends, why is he still here?
Orson? He's a little slippier than I thought and gave him credit for.
He's still here.
Well, he's still around, yes.
He was in
Nobody.
this house this week,
He what?
wasn't he? Or was that the 4 years ago part?
That was the 4 years ago part.
Okay, sorry, I misunderstood. Never mind. My mistake.
All good.
So he's not still here.
No.
Okay. What are you going to do to help us find and close the last gate once this ends?
You guys are still dealing with that? I thought that would be done by now.
Well, it
All
might
right.
be, but that was 4 years ago, right?
Yeah.
So we might be, and I don't know that.
Yeah. We haven't yet in the past, but we will by this
so
time.
you're saying, so Grigori, you're saying, so that gate today, that gate's closed.
I heard rumors that it was shut. I have not been over there to verify it or sent anybody to verify it.
Anything else?
Nope. That's everything for me.
There's one problem with running my network with just a word.
Mm-hmm.
The network survives with Tiamat or without. You have to contribute something for me to pay them. Whether it's an artifact or treasure, I have to have something to pay that network to make that word move. I can make it move, but I have to pay them.
Gold is not an issue.
He has some time stuff going on too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he's been jumping back and forth.
Okay, well then 4 years ago, you need to send the payment. I'm not worried about it today. I'll pay it. You send the payment 4 years ago to my offices.
Mm-hmm. On it.
Send me something I can use in the battle against Tiamat tomorrow, so that I'll have it. And send me
Okay.
enough to pay my network to make sure that word gets out worldwide, because you have to get this all the way to the elves and the dwarf armies. That's not an easy task.
It's not.
We'll have to have prepared magic items to be used in the calling by now, which hasn't been done that I know of. So you'll have to send that 4 years ago.
Uh-huh.
If that has happened, I should be able to go out to my offices, and your message would be received in moments.
This is the Bill and Ted crazy shit right here.
Sure is.
Well, because otherwise, how are those armies going to get here in a day?
Exactly. Yep.
If I can't send the message instantly through my
They're
network.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to start setting this up 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
To be here tomorrow.
So, out of game, just so you guys know, I have been in games where time changed. Every time we turned a corner in a hallway, we were in a different time in a different plane.
That's horrendous.
And the only way we put it all right again, and to quote the DM, I've never let anybody use a wish spell before, but that's what's going on right now. And all we did with the wish spell was we said we wished to undo this. Just that. Just undo the one bad thing.
Sure.
And took nothing from it. And that's the only way we were actually able to, because he was all like, man, I can't wait for them to wish for something stupid.
Yep. Nope. We want to undo this.
And rewrite the whole world. Right. And we're just undo this. He's like, well, that was the easy way out. So anyway, back to here. Well, then, in that case, I turn invisible and walk out.
Okay. I'm going to hit enter on the whisper that I've sent to you at the very beginning of this whole thing. And I don't want you to comment on it other than in a whisper.
Okay.
All right, now we can put everybody back.
And now I've been told this all happened yesterday, so I would have been told what he found out. Okay.
Well, yeah,
if he decides to tell us all.
Well, hold on, because there's this. Well, whatever Nans is sending is going. So I haven't seen it yet.
Yes. Okay.
So.
But that has no consequence of what you're doing with Strelv and the party.
1 second. Okay. So. I go out to my offices. This is still the same day, right? As fast as I can get, I find a Thieves Guild network contact. I confirm that the Sending Stone network exists.
Yep.
And have the message sent to the dwarf and the elf armies that now is the time, and Tiamat is here.
All right. I'll make sure the word gets out.
Okay, so then the next thing is, and this is just to make sure I didn't misunderstand. Should I not tell my party that's what's going on?
No, not yet.
Okay.
We don't know. We don't know about the armies, right?
He's telling you about the armies.
Okay, so okay.
Mhm.
That part we know about. Gotcha. Okay.
Right. The whisper part you're not going to know about, and I will let you know when it is appropriate to tell them.
I mean, don't worry. What she sent me in whisper, I don't understand at all. Like, I understand the words that are coming out of her mouth, but trust me, do not understand.
You
Okay.
mean her fingers?
Out of her fingers, yeah.
Oh. Did he send me any kind of artifact that I...
Not for today. It is not. You have not been.
I don't need it?
Mm-mm.
Okay, got it. Never mind. I know you knew I knew you would have understood what I meant by that, so the fact that I don't need it, then it doesn't matter. Skip that. Thank you. Fast forward, now it's today.
And now we are all here. And
Rudin is in yesterday still, though, right?
What happened yesterday?
Rudin's still in yesterday, right?
Why is Rudin in yesterday?
Actually, 4 years ago?
Rudin's here.
4 years ago. The group was split into different groups, and I don't remember which ones of who went where.
No, I think it's just the three of us plus Strelv because he helped us travel.
Yeah.
Because Strelv was in the first group of 3.
Yes.
But had to come with the second group of 3 or we wouldn't have been able to get here.
Right.
Okay. So there's 4. That makes sense.
Yes.
Okie dokie.
Jim, to answer your whisper, there's going to be some timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly things that happen between right now and when that fight happens.
Okay. Well, in that case, knowing what I know and knowing what he just told me, I will... It is not my wish to be king. I will relinquish that claim in favor of Grigori.
A big smile comes across her face. She will turn into a dragon. And just as that dragon... Yeah, just as the dragon is about to reach you to eat you and all that good jazz, there's a familiar face pops up behind her. He smiles and snaps his fingers.
It's Rudin.
Hi.
Wow. Rudin's great. I love it.
No. I don't know who that is.
That's Jordan.
It's Jordan.
Like Jordache jeans?
Jordan, as in like
Jordan the country.
Yes.
Yeah, but with a G.
With a G.
With a G.
Like Gordon.
No, it's not Gordon. I refuse. And you are back here.
Jordan like George.
Like George.
So how am I supposed to do the thing he wanted me to do?
I mean, why wibbly wobbly things? Don't worry, I got the timeline straight.
Okay.
I'm glad somebody did.
That was the setup.
It was a setup, that's for sure.
Now we are here. And that is
and you're all back together. Yep, you are all now back together.
We're back together.
Right? Rudin, you guys came back here.
Jordan set us back here. So we weren't killed then, so now we are here, and it is our own time once more.
Correct.
So, if we had died there, we would have been dead, because that's our... Yes, that was us.
Mm-hmm.
So, we know what's going to happen in 4 years.
Yeah.
And that is the day that the armies would arrive. But we are not part of the... Well... The idea is that we are going to be a part of that fight, but not now.
We need to be there, yes.
Yes. But we are not strong enough to be there now to do what needs to be done.
Right.
I would
Now we-
say arriving with the armies would make more sense. Sorry, go ahead, Cosmia.
That makes
No,
sense.
no, I wasn't saying anything.
So I think for Cosmia, you are. I mean, if it's an army of elves, they will
Well,
probably
and,
just.
and
Yes.
the other part of that is with the timing. If we arrive with the armies, we won't be there at the same time we just were.
Exactly, which
So
would be
we
a bad
won't
thing.
cross streams.
Very true.
Mm.
So the idea is that we will actually be there with the armies when they arrive to do that.
Right. What about an army of elves, did you say?
Well, there's going to be an army of elves and an army of dwarves that are coming
Right.
to take down Tiamat.
Oh, it's
Mhm.
more than just an army of elves and dwarves.
That's what Ida was told, and what he told me.
And your dragons.
Sure, I didn't.
I
don't know
didn't
that one.
mention that to them
Oh, you didn't
Yeah.
mention that to them. Okay,
Yeah,
I
all
apologize.
I heard was dwarves and elves.
because I didn't want to freak him out because of the whole not wanting the not like.
I mean, if the idea is that I need to lead an army of dragons to that fight, to then stop her and not be king, but that means I was king at the time.
No, it means that you're recognized because of the hat, right?
Partially.
The mask.
The
Mask.
mask, sorry. So I think it's just best that when we end up back there, we arrive with the armies. Leading
Yes.
the army part doesn't matter. It's that we arrive with the armies.
As part of it, yes.
And we're seeing, we're there with them at that time. That's what matters.
Want me to get the shredded cheese instead?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. So we know we're going to be in 4 years.
Mm.
You know what that means? No matter what
No.
happens, we cannot die now
Right. Yeah.
because we're there in 4 years.
Okay.
Actually, we
I think
don't.
we still could.
Actually, we don't know that. You're right. Because we didn't actually see ourselves with them, but that is the plan.
Mm-hmm.
So since we're back in the present time,
Yes.
I'm going to go and I'm going to create a plan with my Thieves Guild.
Actually,
make
now that you are back in the present time, you're going to
Yeah.
get a knock at the door, and there will be one of your messengers there, and he has the gold.
Okay, good. Take 20,000 of this and find enchanters and start crafting me. What did I figure out? 40 sets of sending stones. I want to make sure every major office has a link to the other major offices. We need it. So we'll have a network of every major city's Thieves Guild can communicate in brief messages with each other continent wide.
Okay.
Within a matter of moments.
He'll
And
salute and run off.
I figure it might take me a couple years to actually get that many sending stones created and distributed to the right places. Hopefully less than 4 years.
Yeah.
And that's the end of that, what I needed to do, I think, for now. I already fixed the financial amount there. Oops, no, I didn't. I typoed it. There we go.
Keko is going to look at you. Do y'all still need me?
I don't remember.
Who?
Gecko.
He fell for
I
it.
genuinely missed that. Sorry. It was
Mhm.
typing a message. Okay. I'm a bit confused. Why has in 4 years? Why has Grigori made a second him to fool Tiamat into thinking that he's dead? So she's happy to leave Strelv as king if he's also planning on bringing in an army to kill her. Like, surely one or the other would have sufficed, not both of those things.
I don't know.
Like, haha, Grigory's dead now. Okay, Strelv's the king. You can leave, and she leaves, or an army turns up and kills her. There's no need for both of those things to happen, is there?
I think the plan. I don't know. I can't say. It
Okay.
is a. Unfortunately, this is all happening over that plan is all happening over the next 4 years.
I
So we don't-
believe the plan is to use your ascension to be able to kill Tiamat.
So essentially,
But we have to keep that between us, or
Yes.
Tiamat's not going to be there.
right. So she is there to witness
I'm
me
only
abdicating to
by the way,
Grigori. Yeah,
I'm only telling Strelv this.
no problem. So effectively, yeah, once we can discuss it, my thought is the only reason she would be there is if I'm going to abdicate the throne to Grigori. Otherwise, she wouldn't have been there in the first place. So that's the event that triggers her being there. Then killing Grigori likely would put her in charge of everything. So he is not, it will not be seen as him betraying her. Like, he is killed as well. Which means that I would be the one set up as betraying her, not him.
Hmm.
Right.
Why
So-
go about making a whole second character? Why not just say, here's a scroll of resurrection. Once I'm dead, bring me back when she's gone.
Resurrection is not 100%.
Okay.
Is my fear. I mean,
Okay.
you can kill someone and not be able to, and they cannot be resurrected. It is
Right.
possible.
Okay.
Did I get that right, Strelv?
I think so. Yeah, it's a weird little cyclical logic there. So, but again, we don't know what's happening in the intervening 4 years.
Well, I think to answer your question about why not restoration, because he doesn't trust us.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a guarantee.
If he's still alive, also, and what if Strelv has a change of heart in 4 years? He's
But then
still
we-
alive, also, and he has connections with Orson Pyrrhus. All of a sudden, now we're fighting both of them.
But Orson Pyrrhus isn't the guy, is he? Orson Pyrrhus is the victim of the guy that's actually using
Crucio.
Orson Pyrrhus's face, Crucio, yeah.
That's sorry, Crucio. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
That's what I meant was. But like, what if Grigori, realizing that you wouldn't abdicate, teams up with that jackhat?
Mm.
So it could be
my
bad.
concern is the fact that hold on a moment.
So I want you guys to know.
Sorry.
You are on the right track.
Yeah. My concern is, why did he reveal that he had a duplicate? I don't know the point of that.
Well, he didn't to anybody but me.
Right. Okay. True.
And I don't know that I don't.
Oh, you didn't. Oh, you didn't tell us. It's right.
I
You
didn't tell
us that.
anybody about that part.
Yeah. Never mind that. Sorry, I don't know that. Scratch that.
Because he didn't. Because I forced his hand.
Right.
Because I was like, we could just not do it. It's like, but damn it.
Sure. I forgot what you did. What you told us. What you didn't. So yeah, that's my
okay.
fault. Yeah.
To be fair to you guys, when you guys were doing your one-on-ones, I put my headphone. I deafened myself, so I actually didn't hear your interactions.
Yeah.
Unless you told us back in group.
Not a problem.
But if he doesn't trust us, though, why not ask somebody to do it who he does trust?
Because we have the power to do what he needs to do.
Right. It's not. I think it's hedging your bets. Right.
Yeah.
This is the group. You may not trust them, but if you think they're the only group capable of doing it, you have to trust them. So you have to do the things you need to get them to trust you when they make you, right? People who are used to manipulating don't give in anything if they don't have to. But forcing their hand and making it worth our while is part of it. So
Elheim.
so what next?
We have a gate to close, I believe.
Some kids to wrangle.
Yes. And there's something wrong with Ira.
Yeah. She's dying.
She's dying. I don't know if there's anything we can do to stop that. Didn't sound like it. I think she's dying because the Avatar is passing on to you, Constance. Maybe. I don't know.
Was that the only thing keeping her alive?
We don't know. I believe so. Maybe. It's
That's what we
definitely.
thought after last session.
Yeah.
Was that Tierbian was basically keeping her alive and she was way too old, so.
Yeah.
I don't know that there is anything we can do.
No, it's. I mean, she's had a much longer lifespan than she should have.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, Stork seems to have at least made peace with that, or understands it is what it needs to happen. I don't like it,
I
but
don't feel bad though.
yeah, I mean, it sounds like it's all part of it's something that has to happen.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too.
And I mean, this is all more freaky god stuff.
Mm.
So do we not have to don't worry about Loki anymore? Is he? I'm not sure I understand what's going on there.
We told of him. We told his avatar of him and they went to shout at him. That's all we know, really.
Yeah, the last we know is that he used us to hitch a ride into the Fey Wild, and then that's all we know.
And we don't know why he wanted to be there, but he's there now, so.
And by us, I mean me, obviously.
Yeah. But he can't get in anymore. So that shouldn't be an issue now.
Right.
My mind is entirely my own now, I think. Maybe.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Well, the only god that can actually penetrate you now is your own. So.
Did you just use the word penetrate?
You did.
Yeah, just.
She
more-
did.
So
didn't
the
mean
only god that
sexually.
can penetrate my mind is my own god. That's it.
Yeah, I didn't mean sexually. Goodness gracious.
Thanks, Bernie.
I
Appreciate
mean-
it.
Isn't she female anyway? I mean, never mind.
I mean, I what goes on between you and your god is between you and your god.
Yeah.
No judgment here.
Fair enough.
Okay. So, what else do we have going on? I mean, Rudin, you've been so quiet. Is there any craziness that you're up to besides your normal craziness? That's
Crazy.
I don't think there's anything. I'm just standing here eating my sauerkraut soup.
that is disgusting.
Got
Sauerkraut.
sausages.
Wow,
Sausage and sauerkraut soup.
smells like death.
I can get you more. It's across the street.
Oh,
No, you're okay. I'll pass.
I've eaten carrion before, and I won't touch that. Well, that's just me. Can't stand sauerkraut. Oh.
I'm just confused. We used to go chasing gates, and now we're planning other things.
Yes, I know. Well, we have one gate left, and we don't have to chase it anymore. We know it's there. My only thing is, do we have to worry about Pyrus now? I don't understand, because if so, is there are three Pyruses. We know there's one at the gate, the underwater gate, which has been sealed, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So why is he there?
You don't know.
There's one that's in hell, and one that's been running around causing problems. Are they all Crucio, actually? I don't know.
Mm.
Is there no Pyrus and it's only Crucio just using Pyrus's face?
Well, we found Pyrus, and he said that Crucio was using his face, but he didn't say how many of him. Maybe he didn't even know how many of them there were.
Too many. All right.
Yeah,
So
just tend to pop up everywhere.
I mean, we could go and deal with it and get rid of the one at the gate, just to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
The one that's in hell is stuck there, as far as we know, and the VC wants to come through the gate that is currently sealed but not destroyed. The children have to be brought to the last gate, and we have to seal it. Are we ready to do that?
Can we actually look up the spell that he used to duplicate himself? Do we know what that is? How much do we know about that?
I mean, I know, I think, what he used, but I don't know for sure. So,
Okay.
I mean, I can go and we have a big magic place here. We can go and look at and see what it is.
Yeah.
We just so I see that there's potential. Well, yeah, I mean, can we go look up like ways of duplicating yourself?
You can.
Okay.
I mean, you have a huge library that you can
Yeah.
do all that lovely stuff with. And you will find there are 3 methods for a duplication to happen. One is a wish spell.
Okay.
The other one is the one that you just said.
Simulacrum. All right.
And the third one is you were born a twin, but your souls were never separated. And that is specific to my world.
What?
Is there the clone spell as well?
I was going to say that.
Right, but I think the clone spell can be dispelled, can't it?
Then you create a failsafe, and when you die, the clone activates. I don't know if it is dispelled. I'm not sure. Let me see. I'll look it up and see. I have no clue. I've never actually used the clone spell. I've just seen it used before in a campaign.
Well, the clone is there, is alive, but if the original person dies, their soul is transferred to the clone.
Except exactly 1/8 their original size.
What?
What?
Mini me.
It's not a monster.
I thought the clone spell could be dispelled. The ones I was talking about specifically are permanent type things.
It doesn't say it can be dispelled.
No? Okay, well then there's 4 ways.
Okay. I mean, it probably could if it's destroyed before. It has to be intact for 120 days.
Well,
Okay.
there's also that whole deity thing.
Yes.
5 ways.
And there's you can be whatever Grigori just did.
You don't think that
Again, we don't know that.
yeah, you don't think that a deity is involved in the process of him being in multiple places. At least not a good one.
Yeah, I know he was in multiple places because he was using time travel, because he went and talked to himself.
But Grigori had said,
He sent messages to himself.
Grigori said that he's even able to teach other people how to do this.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Well, that's
If it was a simulacrum spell, because there are multiples of him, it can't be that because the simulacrum spell states that if you recast the spell, the original one that you made disappears, and the
The
new one
simulacrum
replaces it.
the simulacrum can cast another simulacrum of itself.
Oh, can it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my
It
god.
can.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Because it gets your abilities, so basically it can cast the same spell. So
So you can just every single one can do a new one.
Yeah.
hey, an infinite number of them basically. So it's
Crazy.
crazy. It just takes time and resources. So
Ruden's gonna reach into his jacket, pull out a big roll, and when he opens it, it's full of butter. He's gonna dunk it in his soup and say, I think that Austin Pyrus guy is controlling Gogori. He's gonna eat his bread and roll.
it is very possible. So I don't know.
Well, Orson Pyrus or Curcio?
Crucio.
Yeah.
Well, let's seal this damn gate. That's one thing we can get make sure it gets done.
Okay.
We have the resources, we have the people, and I think if the children are being watched over by Ira and Thorg, there's a limited amount of time before that's no longer possible.
Hmm.
If Ira is fading.
Mhm. Let's get it done then.
So let's get it. Let's get it, and they have all of our powerful items and everything else. We should be able to do this, I think.
Okay, Constance, I'm sorry. I'm trying to help you, but your brain is not working today. Inside your head, you're going to hear Tyr speak to you and say, don't forget, you're also chasing down Asmodeus.
Eh,
I mean, I got that part.
But why would you ask if Asmodeus could still be heard in your head? What does that have to do with anything?
Because I thought that's what Tira was asking.
No. No. She was reminding you that you have other things you are also chasing down besides Orson and all the other good jazz.
Okay, that's fine. I just thought that that's what they were asking, so that's why I said that.
We're chasing
But I got
Asmodeus
you.
now. When was that? When did that become a thing?
You saw him, remember?
Sure, doesn't mean we're chasing him.
Oh, okay. You can let him
I
run
mean-
around in the world?
I mean, what do we do about it? Again, God shit.
We're just people.
Again, a demon prince who has the power to do whatever, all that. How are we supposed to just chase him down and find him? I'm thinking he probably has a vested interest in this gate being sealed. So if you go playing with the gate, he may show up to stop us. We lure him to us and then beat the shit out of him there.
A lot of confidence.
I mean, what else are we supposed to do? I mean, unless Tyr has some insight on how to hunt down a demon prince in the mortal realm, the whole world.
Whole world in his hands. Got the whole wide world in his
All right.
hands.
Come on.
Are you singing a Christian song right now?
I am
Ooh.
singing a song about some dude having the whole world in his hands. That's all I'm singing.
Which
Which you
might be
know is a Christian
Asmodeus.
song, but okay.
Is
Which
that
might
all
be
fair
Asmodeus
question?
in
I
this
mean-
context.
It could be Asmodeus in this context.
He's
I'm
not very
picking on her
Christ-like.
because every time I make a religious reference, she picks on me.
I don't pick on you.
Lies were told this day.
I know so many hymns off by heart that I could sing. Play them on the bloody
So-
piano recorder.
I prefer hers.
You guys are going to
What?
the ghost town?
I prefer hers over him.
Oh yeah,
Jim.
me too.
Okay, sorry, was that?
We're gonna look for ghosts. What?
Out looking for them. You're going to the town.
Yes, we know. So, unless anyone has any other ideas, I mean, we know that is something that we should be able to deal with, and one will tick off one box of one world-ending catastrophe.
Let's just do one at a time, yeah.
Well, what kind of fun is that? One at a time?
Because
I
we
mean, like I said, whenever we go poking at, something will show up and cause more of a
Yeah.
problem. So let's go deal with something we know where it is and what's happening, and see what
Mhm.
shows up to stop us.
and the doors being closed was literally like the first thing that we were doing, and that needs just finishing off, doesn't it? Finish one project and then move to the next.
And that should take care of one big problem.
Hmm. You're weird. Was that Nicholas?
Yes, it was. It was Mr. The Nans. Yes, Sarian is having a Philly cheesesteak with ketchup on it.
Oh, gross!
I know.
Stop it!
I know.
I
I know.
know.
Dutch
I know.
Pennsylvania red sauce.
I hope she's
Ugh.
grounded.
That's why he said she's weird.
He's right.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Certainly is.
Okay.
Kids and ketchup. Right, let's go close this gate. How close can you get us? Can you teleport us near there?
I probably can. I mean, we've been jumping around a bit here. Does anyone need to rest?
I have no idea.
I think you
No
took
clue.
a long rest when you leveled up. 3 or
But
4
it's yesterday
sessions ago?
now, so we should have
It's been-
rested from 4
It's
years
been
in
a
the
lot
future.
of like backwards and forwards in time. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if the helm is ready to go. I may have to. I've had to teleport a couple times with the helm.
Mhm.
So we
You may
might,
not have enough
we might
charges.
need to rest just to do that.
I think I only teleported twice, so I should have one more use of the helm right now.
Well, but does it have that problem where like if you use the last one, something bad could happen?
No, not this thing. This means that, effectively, we would be able to use it to teleport us back out again if something bad were to happen.
Well,
We're stuck there.
presuming that we're not in an urgent hurry to get there, is there any reason we couldn't just rest and do it in the morning? And we don't know how much real time transpired between all the jumping around, do we?
Well, I think I jumped back to the same time we left.
Okay. So almost none.
I mean, well, actually, Jordan sent us back this time, so I don't know when he put us back.
Okay.
I assume he put us back to the same time.
Well, let's have a long rest and go tomorrow.
Ask Keko. We were talking to her when we jumped the first time. So how long has it been?
Keko is standing there, and I'm assuming you're gonna say, "Hey,
Sure.
the thing."
How
How long were we gone?
It's been 3 days.
3 days.
Oh, look at that. So we probably feel like we have rested or not?
If you have used spells during any of that, they have been used, and you need to rest.
Has anybody used spells?
No idea.
No, I have not.
The people who traveled back in time came back 3 days ago, though, right?
They came back at their current time. Yes.
That's what I
Except for
meant.
Shell.
But the
Right.
people who went forward, so the 4 of us that went forward are 3 days come back after 3 days.
So
Correct.
we would have rested because we went the
Right.
first one.
Yeah.
We waited for them to come
Right.
back.
That's
so-
my point. So if
Which means-
people that only did the first one needed spells, we're all good.
I mean, yeah, but
Which means that
We could-
between the helms also recharged. We spent 3 days there
Right.
in
Mhm.
the future.
So there, so
Correct.
this helm should be fine.
Yeah, we're all good.
Okay, then we don't need to rest.
Timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly things.
Mm-hmm.
I promise you, it's almost done.
Let me do one thing real quick here. I need to roll that and that. Okay, those are my 2 portents. mediocre rolls at best. But that's okay. Use them on somebody else.
Nance, were you in the campaign where we had to wish the Ifrit back?
No, it was the one after that.
Okay.
So I will teleport us to the outskirts of the village. I don't want to teleport us into the village because that would be potentially bad. So I will teleport us to within sight of the village.
Okay.
And I'll see my sending stone to Storg saying, "Hey, we are going after the village. We need the kids."
There was a specific point back there, just as the entrance. There was that split off right before you guys went into the hell area. Do you want to go there, or are we going right in the mouth of where the ghost village is?
They were going to the mouth of the ghost village. That was the point to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the gate is in the village. So
Correct.
yes,
It is.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
just making sure that I have you in the right spot
Yeah.
because it has been about 3 or 4 months since you guys
Sure.
quote cleansed that place, and it has changed a little bit.
Oh no.
I've actually never been there.
You have not.
Oh.
No.
Neither is Nissa.
Neither has Nissa. Constance, were you there for that one?
Oh yeah.
Was she there or was she moving?
No. You were at the ghost village with us, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
So I may not have been.
Well, it was back when we got the ghost dragon, and as you met Tyr in the bar, and or the weird like it was actually wasn't Tyr. It was or maybe it was. I don't know. It was that bar where where only some of us could go up to the top floor, and you met a god person there.
Oh, that's where we met Cassandra, wasn't it?
Is that who it was? I don't remember.
It was where you met Cassandra.
Okay,
Okay, so I was there. You are correct, Strelf.
good.
I
No.
wasn't correlating that to the ghost town though. So
Yeah,
okay, but
That's
yes, I was
the
there.
ghost village. That's where the gate was. That big gate was, and the ghost dragon was, and so that's
Where
where
the
the.
children and where we met Pops for the first time.
Mhm.
This is how we've done too much. This is what I'm going from this.
Oh yeah, I know.
What are you talking about?
We've been busy.
Have
been-
you?
In and out of hell and backwards and forwards in time, and
Oh, come on.
Right.
If I can keep it straight, y'all should be able to keep it straight.
Yeah,
Right?
but you know what's gonna happen. So
This is
that's
true.
we don't.
True.
Yeah.
This is true.
Giving her a lot of credit.
I'm going to hear a lot of what?
Credit. No, giving you
She
a lot
doesn't-
of credit.
Oh,
She
you
knows
Doesn't
what's
really
going
know
on.
what's gonna happen.
Well, I know what I have planned to have happen. Whether you guys do it that way or not is completely up to you.
Right.
I am itchy.
I'm itchy.
I'm Jim.
How?
Roll a
Nice to meet
d20
you.
and see if you scratch it successfully.
No, I'm literally itchy in real life, though.
I feel like my skin is trying to crawl off my bones.
Oh, mine's not doing that. It's just itchy. It should successfully
Your
scratch.
itch is gone.
So glad I wasted that.
I wish it was that easy.
Yeah.
I wish with all my heart.
I hope you didn't just waste that.
I think I did.
It's probably gonna be the only time you roll a nat 20 all night, and it was for something like that.
Man, the rolls last night were ridiculous, though. Holy crap. Ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Elney couldn't roll above a 5. Bernie was having troubles.
Yeah. We
Did you reset your
made it.
dice?
We did it in
We-
the end.
Yeah.
No, because it's D&D Beyond, and we can't do that on D&D Beyond.
Oh, well, sad day.
Yeah.
Mhm. It was
Very
loads of fun though. Like it was
Never
it was-
actually played a game through D&D Beyond, so I didn't know that.
We got to
It
kill
was-
the Scarecrow King
we
again.
did. It was a pumpkin king this time.
It always was. It was before.
Scarecrow King. That's what he was before.
Yeah. Scarecrow with a
Okay.
pumpkin head dip.
I'm surprised Sora didn't try to eat his face.
Sora wasn't there.
No, last time, I mean.
Oh, Sora did try. Remember, you told me not to.
No, that was a different pumpkin.
Oh, well, too many pumpkins for poor Sora.
Okay.
I have your map. I'm sorry. It's fighting me. It wants to stay in dark mode. I apologize. I don't want you guys in dark mode. If you were going to walk there, it would have been in dark mode. But you're not walking there. You're teleporting. So, you're going to be at the very bottom of the map.
Uh-huh.
There's a little ledge.
Jump.
Yeah. This is not the
This
map.
does not
we're
look
on.
like the
What
village.
the hell?
Most
maybe
definitely
in the
was
80s.
hill.
What is going on?
This is not a village.
I mean, I'm sure
It's
there
not
were
a
certain
ghost
parts
village.
of the village that looked like this in the 70s and 80s.
The entrance to the village.
Shut up.
Is a layer of hell.
Told you I was going through some stuff right
I
now.
remember that.
What the hell?
So you're saying this is the gate to the village?
It
Nothing
is.
was- Okay.
Oh, come
I don't
on.
know.
Old 20's been a big old bitch.
Rudin,
I was a little
you're
excited.
actually running
Rudin?
across. Okay.
You want to die?
There's a book.
Jeez.
It is not a book. It is a scroll.
Oh, fireball.
I mean, do we see demons and stuff here? Since we're actually looking like we're in hell?
So yes, what you'll see here, down here at the bottom, are these lava worms. Almost look like dragons, but wingless.
Floating pine cones.
Lots of rocks. These these things here. Come on, clicky, clicky. Thank you. They are bone with intestine draped across it to make it like an undead type awning, essentially. And there are eyes here, here, and the 4 here.
I didn't see any of those things, but that's okay.
You're at the top of the map there, kind of around the entrance.
That's fine.
Okay, I think I
assume-
was zoomed far in. It's fine.
So
Yeah.
here,
Okay, so are we closing this or is Tyr doing it?
I don't know what this is. This was not like this
Sure.
before.
Did not look like this last time we were here.
mm-mm.
It was a
I don't
ghost.
see
It was
the
a
children.
village. It wasn't this. I know. I see nothing.
From the back, I need a perception roll. In the back, there is a figure standing there, making their way closer to you as you all speak.
Anyone from everybody?
Yep, Strelv is looking at the worms.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Being very uncomfortable with all the fire.
Mm-hmm. Constance, you see the person, but you're not able to make it out. Nissa, you are able to see the person, but you've never seen this person before, so you're not quite sure who it is. Rudin, you're
looking at
helping
his toes.
Strelv. Yeah, Rudin, you're helping Strelv look at the worms.
What about
Yeah,
Ida?
I'm
He
looking
rolled a
at the intestines.
Yep, I got Crocosmia and Ida, who are rolling really well. You both have seen this person before, as she is making her way down the corridors to you all. She does not appear to be hostile. She appears to be kind of chill and
Is it
relaxed.
a redhead?
With a horny. Is she horny?
Uh-huh.
She's
Sure
a horny
is.
redhead?
It's Dow's redhead.
Oh, no.
No,
I love you,
isn't-
Bernie.
I don't,
She's
Little
got
funny
don't-
words.
I don't remember.
This is her human form, y'all. Sorry, this is the one that the D&D gods have graced me with her picture. It's not the one I normally use, though.
Who is it?
I don't know who that is.
This is Glacia.
Okay.
Doesn't look very glossy.
She will stop at the scroll. Welcome back. Thank you for leaving the door open.
We didn't do anything.
I'm assuming you're here to close it.
Unless you want to do that.
No.
The door was closed when we left this place.
There is a draft.
was not sealed.
What?
Why's my work phone binging? Work phone should not be binging. It's Sunday.
Take us to this door. We don't believe you.
To the door? Oh.
Plus, we had 16 children with us last time, and we had to get them to safety. So.
What exactly are your plans for tonight? Here, this is the picture.
D&D
of my
mostly.
daughter.
Well, first we should reenact the thing that you just stated. So you should take us to the door, stand on the other side of it, we'll close it, and then tell us how you opened it.
No, I think I'll let you guys come play through the new village.
I'll raise my hand.
She will turn her back to you and start walking away.
Is the bar still open?
Rude.
Okay, I think we should go back to town.
What, do you mean leave this place and let it stay like this? I mean, we're here to.
Well, second options go in.
I mean, that seems like a
Yeah,
reasonable one to me.
Go in.
We've been in hell. How much worse can it be?
Could be a Taco Bell.
Oh, stop it.
I am just. Ugh, this is disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who wants to lead the way?
Don't
I
all
can.
jump at once.
I'll
I
follow
did.
anybody who's off the grid lines.
Mm-hmm.
Um, go-
There's no grid lines.
go back to about halfway to the bridge, please.
There?
Nope.
Get behind me.
Behind Constance, yes.
Get thee behind me, Satan.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Get thee behind me.
Constance, when you get there, even though Krokosmi is ahead of you, you are going to feel.
It's the first you started walking.
She said
Like,
Go on,
when we got halfway to stop, so that's what she said.
Okay.
Okay,
Mhm.
when you get there, you're going to feel the bridge begin to open,
Open.
like a drawbridge.
Open.
Which hand is lifting? The one behind us?
No, both of you. Like it's doing this thing.
Like both hands. So like it would for a boat to go underneath it.
Oh, so
Yep.
like it's opening here.
Yep.
So we need to run and jump.
Uh-huh.
This is the
No,
part in the movie where we jump.
This is the
I
part
will-
of the movie where I get a flying carpet out and start singing a whole new
This
world.
should be interesting.
Or I'll just grab Kokosmi at first and then we'll fly to the other side first.
What do you want us to roll?
No.
Dex
No,
or a
I
save
need to.
or a
I need
what?
to fly Constance over.
Acrobatics,
Constance's already on the other side.
athletics,
It's splitting in the middle.
and yes, I need acrobatics, athletics. One of the two.
Rude
Oh.
can fly.
Hello.
Hover.
Oh, I roll a 17. That's what's up.
Nissa's
all-
got wings.
Well,
She said YOLO.
I mean, this is flying too, so
Well, if I
What's
found
your
that
plan?
roll, I'm going into whatever this mess is that
yeah,
we're
this,
walking over.
I don't think you need to worry. We're flying, so you don't need to worry
Oh,
about
that's
a
true.
bridge.
Yeah.
You just fly over to the other side.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could fly, but I'm not flying. I just took off running and jumped.
Okay.
And was
Um,
successful for once. So there's that.
And I followed her on the carpet just in case she didn't make it, and then I would have caught her.
Thanks.
Oh, look at you being all nice and whatnot. All right.
When am I not nice? Wow. You've been a bit for me today.
Hey, it's not me this time.
When you get in there, a past that point there, you're going to see that tome. And that tome, which is actually a scroll, I don't know why I keep calling it a tome, is got the names of every child that has ever been sacrificed to the door.
All 16 of them, or there way more than that?
Way more than that.
Okay. Then this-
Give me anybody who's actually going to look at it. Give me a perception check.
Sure.
Womp, womp,
19 for a change.
Boom, 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 boom.
I fully believe that's Jim farting.
Right. That
Right.
rhythmically, yeah.
So 16 is the DC. You will
Talented.
see Ira's name is on there.
Ira's name?
Hmm.
She was one of the children?
Once
Way,
was.
way back when.
Huh. Okay.
How could she be sacrificed and still be what?
Brought back by Tyr.
Yup.
I mean, depending on the D&D world, sometimes that's what happens. You get to your purgatory and they send you back.
Right.
So she may have been chosen by Tyr to come back, and part of the reason why she's fading is the gates are all going away. Her purpose is coming to an end.
What
She's
does that mean for
looking-
Constance?
Oh, Constance is Constance's name on there?
Nope.
See, she was her lifespan was not extended naturally.
Sprawl's name on there?
Any
No.
of them?
Rudens?
It is now.
Any of our names on there, let's just put it that way.
No. None of the current party's name is on there.
Are Nissa's
Current
sisters on
party.
there?
Mrs. Sisters are not on there.
Is Autumn on there? Or Azrael?
Bernie, I love
Gargamel.
you.
What?
You're whispered to me.
Oh.
No. There is a name on there that you do recognize. Well, some of you will recognize. The name's Salt.
No.
Okay.
That's Ira's brother.
Screw that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, screw him. He was the one who swapped 10 that day and touched Autumn inappropriately and left.
And one other name, I don't know if you guys will recognize it or not, but Nawashi.
Oh boy. Don't know
No,
that name.
actually. We know
That's
we
the
know
other
that
party,
she's
isn't it?
somebody in Salt's party, don't we? Because he told us their
Mhm.
names.
It may be mentioned.
The washi your butt, you get sacrificed to the devil.
Okay.
You guys also know that she's a changeling.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Still
Thought
alive.
she was- So, oh, I thought you said she was sacrificed.
No? She's in the other party.
Oh.
At this point in the campaign, guys, do not watch. If you are watching it, don't watch the other group's videos. And I'm going to alert
Spoilers.
them not to watch yours. Yes, spoilers are happening.
I'm not
Okay.
interested in watching them anyway.
I know.
They
Just-
piss me off every time I do.
Just
Mhm.
alerting.
They do
So
something
that-
really stupid. Like, what are you even
They
doing?
speed run. That's what they do.
All right, you guys are going through that. I'm
Yep.
assuming.
Yep.
They met with Arkan the Cruel. They were like, he seems like a good guy. Let's stick up for him. Let's
What
save
the
him."
hell?
What?
Yes,
What the hell?
Are we?
yes.
What is happening?
I
You
don't
are
know.
down here,
Where?
down
Down
bottom left
okay.
corner,
Yeah.
Okay.
and your
Dude,
tokens are much
what?
smaller. Let me shrink your tokens.
No.
Yes,
Then we won't be on the grid.
you will be on a grid.
Your face will be on the grid.
My face is
Not the
always on a
grid.
grid.
Stop moving around.
Nope.
It's supposed to be mass and vast and large,
And not a village at all.
and not a village at all anymore.
How How has it grown in size?
Huh?
Bertie.
Fine.
Thanks, Mom.
I
You were
want to be
supposed to
tiny.
feel tiny. I'm gonna try and make the grid match up with you guys, but I don't know if I can do it.
Well, it's weird. If you click your arrow keys that normally takes you to the next square, it's literally taken us to the next square on the map.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Yep.
what happened?
Life.
What happened about
Life.
me?
It wasn't about you. It's me trying to fix it.
It's not fixed.
I know it's not.
Getting there. Let it refresh.
Jump
that's-
gate.
Back to normal.
My screen's white.
Yeah, sorry guys. Give me a second. Ah, there it is. There's how I figured it out.
Just put on me. That's weird.
No, it's Rudin.
Here we go.
He has a weird one.
Yeah, we turned off the grid. Good.
Yeah, I figured that might be easier, but I want your tokens that tiny.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Can y'all see it? Mine's still solid color. I need to
Zoom
refresh.
out. Zoom
Yeah,
right out and back in again.
It just takes some time.
I've got the map now, but I can't see any tokens.
Yep, hang on. Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming back.
No problemo.
He's just refreshing.
You may have to refresh.
Yeah, I had to refresh for this one.
Oakley dokley.
Oh, no, not on the map anymore. What the hell?
No, it's being stupid. I apologize, y'all.
It's okay. It's just, I think only the top half of the top quarter of the map is there.
Oh,
Yeah.
why'd that change? That wasn't supposed to change.
Yeah, I'm not the same. I'm still on the map, but in this like dark area down the bottom, which I can't see.
True for all of us, yeah.
There we go.
I have no idea why that happened. That was weird.
I don't know what that was even. What did that achieve?
Nothing. I set you back to normal. It moved numbers around that weren't supposed to be moved around. I have no idea.
Well, it's also the grid's still on, so it's all snapping us into weird places.
Yeah. Well, the grid should be off now.
Okay, it is. Yeah,
You
good.
can hold down Alt to turn it.
I know that. It's just, it's hard
Mhm,
to hold on
mhm,
all the entire time I'm doing anything.
All right. So in here, do you guys remember the first layer of hell? What it looked like?
Nah, I mean, me? No.
No,
I know a lot of fire and terrible stuff, but
I'm sure that our characters would remember
I'm 100% sure they would, and they're
having
having
actually experienced it.
terrible flashbacks right now to that dreadful, disgusting, terrible place.
right.
Did I say it was bad and horrible and nasty?
Is that where we are?
You are somewhere. Shelf is 100% sure that he used the Helm of Teleportation to take you right outside the Ghost Village, so you should not be in another layer of hell in his brain.
Are we in hell? I mean, last time we didn't go into hell either. We just walked into a cave and suddenly we're there.
Yep.
That's how the planes work.
You are not in hell. No.
This may as well be. This is ridiculous.
Almost like it's hell brought to the material planes.
How is it even possible?
Because it's in my brain, and that's what I said.
How are
You
we
don't know.
even finding the gate when we don't know If
Well,
this
there's
is that town.
a bridge up ahead. Maybe you take the bridge, see where it leads.
Okay.
Perception or investigation checks, please, before you move your characters
Oh,
further.
I've got to open my freaking character sheet again. That's going to take a minute. Sorry, I had to refresh it.
Mm-hmm. All right, so there was that page, but did I not? Okay. Oh, there it is. Quick recap of what it looked like.
Yeah, that was the gateway. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this was nothing like that.
Mm-mm. But do you see the eye up here?
Yeah, it looks familiar. Yeah.
Yep, that is littered with the new map that you are currently on. They're all over the place.
There's eyes everywhere. Ew.
I hate it.
Mhm. I had these all organized. There we are. Nissa and Strelv with your investigation rolls and perception rolls. There are creatures flying in the air that you have seen and fought before.
Imps.
Crocosmia knows for sure. Those are Aranais.
Oh,
Right. Just loose on the material plane.
Well, in this little bubble of the material plane, yep.
Well, thank you to the other party that opened the damn gate. Dumbasses. We didn't open
100%
it.
sure. Oh no, Autumn did.
Autumn did?
Mm-hmm.
When?
When you guys were in that ghost town the first time, you destroyed the dragon. You went over into the gate area. He opened a door. It had a gate behind it. He was being pulled in. You guys decided not to do this, shut the doors, and then walked away.
No,
Well, we had 16 children with us
You sure did.
and didn't
we
want to
didn't
leave them with
open
the
the
cops.
we didn't open the gate.
The gate
No,
was already open.
We all left
Then
together.
we didn't touch it.
No, you just
Autumn-
opened the door. Or Autumn opened the door by using his blood.
So so the gate was already open, but the door was open, so that let everybody in.
The door was sealed. When Autumn went to open it, he used his blood to do so, and when he opened it, it left an opening for them to come in and out of.
Through an open gate that was beyond the sealed door.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
Mm-hmm. You guys have not been back to the ghost city to check on it.
We need to go back at least once.
Yeah, we have been back once.
It wasn't like this.
Nope. I can still hear you guys. I can still not see you. I'm running to the restroom.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't take a break then.
You want to take a break then? Okay,
May
we
as
can
well,
take
yeah.
a break.
I was
We
working
can
at
do
my
it.
hell sounds.
What? What did you say?
Oh, shut
Oh.
up.
Roll
On the
20
bright
being
side,
fair.
Hey,
What in
the
the
bridge
dirt?
looks kind of
glad there's no combat.
Yeah, I said there was no combat.
I'm not fighting that thing.
He's not that big, though. He's like this big.
What? Who? Where?
It's a Tarrasque, bottom right hand corner.
Shut up. Are you kidding me?
Just wandering around.
What is it with you?
In the village is not a village.
So what happens now if we close this gate? Are these things still here? Is this all still changed, or will it all go back to normal?
Are you
Is this
asking
something that we have to deal with now?
Are you asking the DM or are you asking Brittany with the tear in her head?
Yes.
Who's Brittany?
Isn't that the same thing? Who's Brittany? I'm asking Constance.
Who's that?
Like,
What?
can you
Constance,
ask?
roll a D100.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh my god.
There's no response right now. Please leave a message after the beep.
Wow.
That-
Useful.
That's perfect.
Any other time you can't get her to shut up. Right now.
Right. Like when I need you, now you're nowhere to be found. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
There's no trace of any buildings. There's no trace of any streets. Nothing.
Nope. Not at this current time.
looks like Asheville, North Carolina.
Out.
Hoey.
Well, I will fly up to get an aerial
Mhm.
view to see. Can I see a building anywhere or anything off in the distance?
Mm-hmm.
Any kids
Give
playing?
us a direction.
Due east.
Over the bridge.
Uh-huh.
Due east or
Buildings that-
northeast? Like due east where the Tarrasque is?
No.
Or northeast? Across the bridge.
Across the
Across the
bridge.
bridge.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Tarrasque is not hanging out in front of the building, is it?
Mm-mm. He's
Good.
down here just kind of like eating demons and little devils that you see hopping around everywhere.
Nice.
Having his
Great.
fill.
Well, let me
Mhm.
ask this because obviously she's like constantly going to keep trying to contact Tyr.
Okay, you're gonna
So,
constantly.
how would-
Okay.
Yep. Spam call.
Well, not like constantly, but you know that moment where you're like, "Can you hear me now?" And then you take like 3 steps. Can you hear me now? That's kind of like what she's doing. It's not every
Okay.
second, but
All right.
Are you there now?
Um,
Are you there
I
now?
don't know
Are
what
you
that
there now?
would look like game wise.
In game, when you get here to this eyeball area, see the eyeball here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Gross.
You can get about there. I'll have you roll another D100.
Okay.
But to get there, I'm gonna need stealth rolls unless you guys want to get into combat.
You said combat was our choice. Now that we just roll stealth.
Yeah, this is your choice.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace on everybody
Good plan.
because I can do that at will anyway. So
Mm-hmm. You gotta tell me who Will is, though.
15. Neat.
everybody gets an extra 10 to their stealth check. So Ida's gonna disappear completely.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dirty 20.
So you're saying I
I,
got 37. That's awesome.
I've been surprisingly rolling better for my stealth.
Wow.
Constance,
forgot the
you
other
rolled
30.
a 14.
I got a clean 20.
Constance
So
got a... Yeah, Constance got a 14, not a
I will
dirty
take a
20.
14 because I'm at disadvantage, but the fact that
Yeah,
I
but
rolled a
plus
20
10.
and a 14
Yeah,
is
but
nice.
Yeah.
that 14 has become a 24.
Yeah.
Yep. Stealth,
Yeah.
you said you were flying, right?
Yes.
I'm not worried about your stealth.
Okay. I'm not
also
on the
fine.
ground.
I'm not. And I will actually tell Constance that if she wants to ride on the cockpit, she can.
What is my stealth high enough, or do I need to run right on the
Your
carpet?
stealth is high enough, yeah. Yep, it's high enough.
And she's gonna prefer to stay on the ground for now.
Okay.
Nissa is flying. I don't need one from her.
Yep.
Take your
Yeah, we've
movement. So when you get up here, where you're at, in this little bushel of what look like vines, you're
Mhm.
gonna quickly find out those aren't vines. Those are people's body parts, all streamed together.
Gross.
Ew.
This is huge.
Oh my god, Nissa!
Yeah, well, I didn't.
Nissa got big.
Wasn't trying to. There we go.
Oh my god. That's
I
little,
missed
wow.
the hears you echo. That's funny.
Ida, because you've essentially disappeared from existence, where are you gonna go?
No. Oh, you mean because I got it. Because I rolled a 47 or 37 for stealth.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna
Ida, you're going by the
go up
body
here,
part. Ugh. Whoa.
Check out the bridge.
When you get on the bridge, it appears to be safe, but you wait 30 seconds before you actually step on it,
Yeah.
and you see underneath there are these slugs just underneath, just following the bridge back and forth, like, you know, the troll underneath the bridge.
I think on the other side of the bridge or down in the lava?
Underside of the bridge.
Do they look like they would attack us?
They look like they've been put there to do that, yes.
Not if you've got a million stealth, though.
This is where we might use the carpet to get everyone across. So they're not touching the bridge.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Do I need to roll a 100 now?
Mm-hmm. Constance is going to stop for a minute and try and dial 1-800 a DD.
How long does Pass Without Trace last?
Hour?
Mm-hmm.
It's only if you're within 30 feet of me, though.
Yeah,
Would we
stay
need
close.
a second? Would we need a second roll to cross the bridge without them noticing? Since we're gonna not want to
No.
make a lot of because when the party gets up, I'd explain to them we could cross the bridge, but we're not gonna want to make a lot of vibrations.
So, Bernie, I need you to clarify for you on this spell. They need to be within 30 feet of you when you cast the spell. They can go wherever they want once the spell is cast.
Okay. Oh, right, okay.
That's useful.
Mm.
Yeah, they don't need to stay with you. They just, at the beginning, but when you were casting it, needed to be within 30 feet of you.
Yeah. Sorry, I got confused then.
It's all cut. It's all good. I think that
played
used to be
Wonderlust.
the old ruling. Used to be that, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't played the old editions. I missed what you said now, Ida. Say it again.
I said I was gonna wait for everybody to get to the bridge, then explain to them that if we're gonna cross, we're not gonna want to cause any vibration. So the two of you that can fly should fly.
We can all fly.
Point to the carpet.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
carpet can
Then-
carry all of us.
then we should use that to cross the bridge.
That's why I said, yeah.
It's like,
Yep. So this one I can fly on our own power. The rest of you can hop on the carpet.
Yeah.
I mean, I could technically fly too, but
Yeah, but if you're using an ability that you can only use so many times a day, then it's probably best. Like Nissa can just fly, so she can just fly.
Yeah.
So anybody that needs to use a spell or an ability or something, just hop on the carpet and we'll go across.
I don't think it's a spell. Let me look at it actually.
It's an
So it
ability.
doesn't matter.
though,
We
isn't
can
it?
get on the
Racial
doesn't matter. We can
ability?
get on the carpet.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'll
so
get
we're
on
going
it.
to
That's fine, but I want to know whether it's a spell or
Oh.
not.
okay. Well, so anyway, so we should cross the canal. We should cross here on flying or on the carpet to get over here.
Yep.
And then make our way to this area.
Strelv, stay right there for me. Nobody past Strelv. He's gonna do like the
Right here.
paladin in the door thing.
The what on the door? Paladin?
Uh-huh.
But like
Sounds not
for the
bad.
people, for Rudin and the people who are 200 yards away, since you're joining us and flying over, should
Yeah.
probably, it sounds like you should move your tokens up.
Well, no, you
Constance
can.
stopped to talk to her deity, so I stayed with her. I
Mhm.
don't know if anybody else was listening.
Well,
Fine.
I thought that
Yeah.
happened already.
then I'll still be over there because if I'm waiting for
Yeah.
Constance, I can't go over there because I
And I
was
can't.
waiting.
None of us can go if we're doing that. Sorry, I didn't know
Yeah.
that wasn't over. I thought
So we
you
let
said
Strelv go across on his own. Is that what's happening?
Well, I rolled
I
and
know.
then some other things
Hold
were
on.
happening.
just
so
bring Stroud back.
Time out before we all panic.
Let's-
No panicking. It's just supposed to scare you, and you're not supposed to be like this terrified of it. I am trying to do something and get something set up where Strelv was. Constance is still moving while she's talking with her deity. I just haven't
She
been
can-
able to answer her just yet
She can
because I
sit
whispered
on the
her.
carpet while she talks to a deity, though, can't she?
Yeah,
But we can all
Totally,
head over
100%.
to where Strelv is, please.
just don't go past Strelv.
what
All
were
right.
you needing me to ask my deity, by the way? Because my brain's farting.
If we close
Literally.
the gate, if all of this is going to still look like this, and we need to deal with it as well, or if it will all go away once the gate's closed.
Okay.
But while you're asking him, or you still end up over here.
No, we're all moving. It's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Strelv.
I will move in just a second. I'm
We're all good.
typing.
Yeah.
When
Nissa too.
when you got to the end of the bridge, because you were
Yes.
the first one there, the braziers will light up,
Neat.
and you are going to hear. All of you will hear the little worms underneath, lava thingies, freaking out, and they're about to breach over the bridge itself. What would you like
Okay.
to do?
I mean,
Thanks
we
for
don't need
moving
the,
me.
You're
we
welcome.
don't need the bridge now, so let's go. Get away from this. I'm gonna try to make my way over to here so I can hide behind this big, giant tooth thing or whatever this is.
Mm-hmm. It is a tooth. It is a tooth of a dragon.
It's bigger than a Tarask. Neat.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It's a big dragon.
I'll go and fly low and out of view and zoom over to the big tooth.
So you said there's a building over here,
Somewhere over there, yeah.
Yeah, somewhere over there.
Off the
but
map.
like off map.
Mhm.
Yes.
So we need to get off map that way.
Yes. Which
Yeah.
you will get momentarily.
So are all of these plant like shrub looking things here, are those all body parts? Or just that one
Sure
back there?
are. Nope,
Potty
all of them.
pots! I love that. That's
I
how
didn't
Raven's,
say it.
that's how Raven's Crest came to exist, an accidental spoonerism. I love it. Potty pots. I love
Yes,
it.
they are.
Funny.
They are all body parts. Yes.
So I'm trying to wave my team to follow me.
Mm-hmm.
Your team?
Yeah, isn't that you? Aren't you on his team?
I don't know. Never been on a team before.
No. You're on my team.
So we go
Okay.
east towards what we thought was a building.
Yep.
Okay.
do that. Why is
They just
everything
looking
on fire?
because it's hell.
It's Lucas been here.
Wow. Not even his campaign and he's getting eruption of shit.
Why is my mouse not working properly?
That's for saying bad things about Lucas and he's not even here.
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm. I was like, why didn't you guys come with me? And then I realized I didn't click on the right things. I guess it would help if I clicked on the right things, huh? Shove, when you get closer, and everybody else, when you guys get closer, you will notice that a green mist starts to appear surrounding your feet and your ankles. It starts at your ankles, but the closer you walk toward it, the higher it gets, and it gets to be about your knee up to your hip area.
None of us are walking.
I'm flying.
We're all flying.
If you were walking.
Sure, it's on the ground. Yes, I see.
Mhm.
Okay, gotcha.
So a green mist surrounds our butts.
Now this looks
Oh,
familiar.
this looks familiar. Yeah,
Does? To who?
to us.
Ones who've been in before. This is the ghost
This is
village.
the ghost village.
Oh.
Ooh.
Where the door is.
So are we actually coming from
Nice.
the eastern the side over here, or are we down at the bottom of the map again?
You are down at the bottom of the map again. Sorry, I did not orientate it for it to be east, but you know.
We
Yes.
forgive you.
Is the pathway here? This building over here was an inn, I believe. This was a tavern.
Hmm.
Up here, I think it was one of these places was a school.
Yeah.
The school was up there. Yep, school is
Was
this
that a
little
chapel?
blotchy thing.
Oh, school's
This
there.
was-
That's right.
Mhm.
Okay.
This was the
That's the cathedral.
cathedral. This was the chapel church area, the one at the very top there.
Yeah, the
hmm
Mhm. And this is where the gate is.
Over here,
Yes,
where the
right
door
here.
is.
Mhm.
inside the cathedral.
hmm In here,
Huh.
while you guys are flying, trying to make you guys token size.
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh.
Tiny me out.
Did I make you tiny?
Yeah.
Cosmia is tiny.
Yep. Let me re-blow you back up, but I want to kind of
Blow me.
It's tricky to get.
stop it.
No.
Hello. Hello.
There we go.
Side note, has my deity got an answer for me?
Your deity will tell you it is not your responsibility to fix that, nor do you have to worry about it. Close the gate, and all shall be returned to normal.
Okay.
All
Thanks for
right,
saying that out loud.
honestly.
So
Yeah,
I got it repeated.
I got you. Just tonight, though. On Monday, when we're playing a different game, you better have it the other way around.
I'll try. Can't make no promises.
Oh,
Just kidding.
Again tomorrow, isn't it?
is it tomorrow? Yeah, because we didn't play last week.
Didn't we?
But it's Street Sevens tomorrow.
Riordan, are you on the map, buddy?
Nope. Oh, jeez.
He's asleep.
No, he's talking about dead, burying dead Leonian children. You're so cute.
No, you. If I remember correctly, isn't this where Crocosmia got her Moorbounder?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. She just waltzed over and went, "Hi, I'm your friend now." And I went, "Oh, hi.
All right.
There you go."
Do you want me to shrink her too?
No, she can be
Would you-
ginormous if you want. She can carry all of us.
Is she out?
Me. I
don't
could
think
do,
she'll
I
fit.
suppose. Nah, perhaps not.
Yeah.
She's bigger than us anyway.
Yeah. Wouldn't fit on the carpet.
No.
All right. Remember, staying on the path is still a thing.
Yes. Leaving the path is a bad thing, so stay on. Although, if I fly, last time I was here, I walked. I wasn't flying.
Mm-hmm. Do
Where does off the path if I fly?
you want to find out?
No. Not bad.
Okay,
And so I will.
well, shall we tell everybody, remind everybody, and tell anybody that hasn't been here already, stay true to the path.
Well, if you're on the carpet still, then they're all following. They're all with you.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea.
There does not appear to be any type of demons that you can see. But you can feel the hostility.
So I'll move up to the side a little bit so like people can go past and I can follow along. Because I am not the most observant person, so the people that are more observant should be in the lead to spot things. So I would say the people on the carpet, since two of you are the most, three of you are the most observant. Well, Nissa's actually. Nissa, stay with me. I can't see things very well.
Mm-hmm.
I need to run outside quick and put something away. I didn't realize we were going to get a thunderstorm in a little bit.
Oh, fun.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
Go for it.
Okay.
I'm
Basically,
gonna
yeah.
I'm gonna put Ida up in front because Ida has the better perception. But Ida will tell you that he is starting to see spirits
Ghosties
floating all over the place.
Oh yeah, my passive's 23. I'll be right back.
Yes.
Ghosties everywhere. Oh no.
But they don't appear to be hostile. They feel more frightened and afraid than they do like anything else. Almost like these are the souls of people who used to live here when it was a town.
They weren't here before.
They were not.
No.
So why is that all hellish and this is all still ghost-like? Strange.
Yep. Has Constance been able to speak with Tia yet?
Yes, she said that once you guys close the gate, you'll be able to. That will go all back to all as well.
Okay.
So we don't have to worry about the rest of it. We just need to focus on closing the gate, basically.
Right. Okay then.
I wish Constance was on the path though.
Well, I think you guys are all on the carpet, so
She's
I'm
on the
assuming
carpet,
that
yeah.
So you're kind of all you're leading the way, I think, since you're flying the carpet. So
are we going to the cathedral?
we have to follow the path, so we need to stay on it.
Yeah, but we can fly above these things, right?
Maybe.
Would you like to find out what happens if you go over top of it?
No.
Okay.
We're staying on the path. We're talking about the spirits.
I'm talking about flying over the ghosts, not over the map.
They're kind of just wandering aimlessly. They don't even take note that you guys are there.
So they're not even reacting to us at all?
No.
Okay. Well, then I will kind of follow along with the carpet there and...
Oh, sorry. I'm not moving Ida. I apologize, guys. That's my fault.
Well,
All right.
everyone should be moving with Kurokosmi because they're all on the carpet, so...
Mhm.
Other than Nissa and I,
So, when Ida gets up here, which is the tavern area, which is this lovely picture here, he'll peek his head in real quick.
Sure.
Oh, where'd it go? It disappeared. What the actual?
That's what happens when Ida puts his head in the pub. The pub disappears.
Poof.
It used to be Ida disappears for days. When
It
he puts
was
his
there
head
on the
in
map. There
pub.
it is. Yeah. Okay.
It just got sent to the wrong thing.
Where?
Okay. Yeah, it went to the map layer, but it went behind the map instead of on top of it.
Didn't we
When
meet
he
somebody here
you
before?
you met a couple of people here before. Inside, he's going to hear a barkeeper singing and pouring drinks for people.
Should we pop in?
Wouldn't mean that'd be a bad thing to see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Come on
Yeah. You know,
Now, the last time you were here, I didn't have a token for him, but you did speak with him. I have a token for him now, because you guys have met him, and you've interacted with him a bunch of times.
because upstairs is where you met Cassandra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm full. Stop. Thank you. Welcome in. Can I get you guys anything to drink?
What the hell?
No,
Gordon?
not quite.
I'm back, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get. We'll slide Rudin some rum immediately.
Jordan?
That's the name.
Don't
What
wear
are
it
you-
out.
What are you doing here?
I've kind of been stuck in this place for a long time.
Really? Interesting.
Really?
Look. So, how long has that been a thing?
How long have I been stuck here?
Yeah.
I would say about 150 years or so.
You get out.
No, I live here.
No,
No.
you get out.
You get out.
No, you.
Eventually.
So at no point did I. So I've seen this guy here a couple times. At no point did I recognize him as the person that was tending the bar here.
He was not the original bar taker from before.
Oh, okay, so this is a different guy. Okay, so
Yes.
Jordan is
What?
here now. Okay.
There was,
So-
I was
yeah.
saying that there was a reason I didn't have a token for him last time was because this was going to happen.
So now he's here, but he didn't look like this before.
Correct.
Oh, so do you recognize us? You've
Should
been here
I
before.
recognize you?
You've been here a couple of times before. You've
Well,
been here for 150 years, so.
I have.
But you weren't here the last couple of times we've been here.
He'll fiddle underneath the bar, come out and put on, like, you know, those glasses that only stay on your face because it pinches your nose.
Mm-hmm.
He'll put those on, and he'll go, "Wait, I do recognize you. How's it been? I should say, where have you been? And when?"
Well, so now you know who we are.
I do. It took me a second. You weren't in the right form.
What's the button that he pressed?
He didn't press a button. He pulled out glasses that, like, stick to his nose.
You said
I
he pressed the button, didn't you?
No?
Oh.
He was under the bar, pulled out glasses that only stuck to his nose.
Okay.
We did not. None of us have changed form.
Yeah,
Nope.
not really in the right form.
What does that mean?
Have you been drinking too much or what?
No such thing as drinking too much, dear sir. Just enough.
Well, you certainly haven't been drinking enough because I'm sorry. We've
You're
been here a couple
insane.
of times and you weren't here. And now you're saying you recognize us, but we're not in the right form. We don't have other forms. Well, actually, point to Krukosmia and Nitha. Oh, they do really, but and
We don't
point to
all
Constance,
have.
and sort of Constance has a different look as sometimes as well. But Rudin changes his appearance all the time. All right, fine, we do change our appearances, but not. We were here in our normal these appearances last time we saw you.
Don't you have
This
disguise
place.
self now?
Wow. Well, Strel.
I do now.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just learned it.
I remember the thing I said not to say to anybody, that it would be important later.
Now it's important.
Now it's important.
Is it?
If he chooses to say it, I mean, that is totally still up to him. So, what
he
can I
here?
help you guys? Yeah, he said he was back.
Yeah, but if maybe I didn't write all the right notes down. Checking. Give me a second.
So, what are we here for this time?
We
Point.
just wanted to come and visit, have a drink, you know?
Oh, little me. You guys are sweet.
Yeah, because we
You're
totally
really
knew you were
sweet.
here.
Yeah. Here to
So-
close the portal, aren't you?
Yeah. Can I ask a
course.
question?
Yeah.
When are you?
Seems to be the question of the evening, isn't it? The last group that came through here asked me what army. So, there's that. I
They sound like a
am
bunch of douchebags.
right. So I am after you met the last barkeeper and before you came the last time you were here. I was here the last time you were here. You just didn't see me.
Oh. There was
Too
a lady
busy talking with Cassandra.
here. Sandra. Yeah, that was her.
Is the lady of the house here?
She is not. She's kind of sort of the reason the questions for when actually happen.
This is our present,
Correct.
but it is not
I'm
your
just-
present.
It is not mine. No.
You have no present.
Birthday.
Technically, I'm dead.
Right.
Hmm.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
Congratulations.
It was loads of fun. Hmm.
So you're a spirit then? A
So-
projection from another time.
Close. My
Hmm.
soul is still inside my body, and I am still here. I'm just not allowed to be alive. Does that make sense?
No.
Not a bit.
None whatsoever.
Mhm.
Not allowed to be alive? Who says?
You mean on this
Oh.
plane?
Correct.
Well, why don't you go to a different plane then where you can be alive?
Because my clone is still alive.
You have a clone?
You're a clone.
Doesn't
I do.
everybody?
Almost.
Has everybody got a clone now? I feel like I should be getting one. Like, why has everybody got a clone and not me?
You don't want one, I promise. Only the people who are up to no good have clones.
But clones can't be active at the same time. I just read about this.
You sure did. Which is why I'm stuck in this time, and he's over there in that time.
What?
So a clone, when the clone only activates when the body dies,
Yeah.
then the clone awakens. You can't actually be two clones at once. It's not
No.
Maybe
possible.
I'm not a clone.
Except that if the clones can travel in time, oh lord, there's more
Nope.
than one of you.
Cassandra
and you can
did it.
travel in time.
That was not a Lord thing. That was a Cassandra thing.
Cassandra did it? Why did Cassandra do it?
She needed me to set a series of events into play that would bring you guys here to hurt your brain even further.
Sounds
So
about
right now, when she's not here, and we're here to do something that we can only do now and not then.
Correct.
Right.
I would say the last time where you were here, and you should have probably closed and sealed that door, But if you had, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now, and you would be in a world of different kinds of trouble.
And we couldn't anyway because we had to make sure the kids got out safely. Which what we should have done is taken the kids away, left them safely, and come straight back here. But we didn't do that because a whole load of crazy things happened, and we just got swept away by it all.
Yeah,
We've closed a lot of other gates, though.
you have. I know. I was there.
You were. You weren't much
in
help.
spirit.
Well, I mean, not me specifically, but a form of me.
Oh,
Wait.
what?
What form?
There is
Look at
only
Rudin.
one form.
Are you Reardon?
No, he's Weasel.
Oh
All
my
along,
God.
he's been Weasel. I knew it.
Man, being down that dude's stuffy pants for all these years has been a blast. No,
I'll take your word
not
for it.
Weasel. I'm pretty sure Constance has felt it.
He's felt the weasel in Reardon's pants.
No. The
Oh.
energy that surged through her to close the portal didn't just come from her deity. It came from Cassandra, it came from Tyr, it came from myself, and one other key person who you guys have not yet formed a friendship with. You will, though. You will, though.
Who is it?
Spoilers.
Thanks,
Stop
River.
calling you River Song. Yeah.
These next couple of months are probably going to be a bunch of that. Yeah, and I'm apologizing ahead of time.
You're not even sorry though. Look at the grin on your face. I can see
I'm
the
not
dimples and
sorry.
everything.
I'm not sorry
Well,
one
then
bit.
don't say sorry. Sorry, not sorry is not. That's not working for me.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm really demonic evil things when the dimples come out. Look at that.
Yeah, you should think about it. Uh-huh. Yep.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
So there's a fourth person we haven't met yet, who's going to be a good friend of ours, who's going to help us do all these things across time.
They're going to help you set things right. So,
So let me ask you this.
uh-huh.
Do we succeed? Pointing out the door.
Oh,
No.
it's pointing out the
Like-
door.
Yeah.
To the door? Yes. You do.
Right.
Most definitely. But I would say that you're going to have your hands full.
What's new?
Well.
Mhm. That's just probably jammy children, isn't it?
Oh, yes. I will answer that now. I apologize.
I will go and get one of those drinks with Rudin. Rum sounds good to me. That's fine.
Is it safe to drink the drinks here in a ghost town?
Well, it's not a Fey village.
It wasn't a problem last few times.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Mm.
So he'll bring out a round of drinks for everybody and some food. So everybody partaking in the eats and drinks of foods.
Where did
Yes,
they
I
get?
will.
I'm gonna test it first.
How
Like,
just
where do dead people get food from?
the same place living people do? It grows in the field. You cut it down. You feed it to an animal. You kill the animal. Do I need to
I can
go
just
through?
purify food and drink in case I need to. I don't know.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with it.
Okay, if there's nothing wrong with it, then I won't bother.
Mm-mm.
Right, Rudin.
Nessa, are you eating the food and drink?
Yes. Sorry.
Yep. Ida, are you eating from food and drink?
No.
No. Rudin, are you eating from food and drink?
You already had the rum.
Well, he said some, but typing.
Can't talk
Constance,
now.
Constance, are you having
No.
from food and drink? No.
Yeah, no.
He
Procosmia?
just said he's eating.
Yep.
Yeah.
Procosmia is?
Mm-hmm.
Strelv is definitely. Okay.
He's my friend Jordan. He wouldn't hurt us.
Oh shit! I forgot
What?
that I could. We bought that gem encrusted bowl so that I can do Heroes Feast every day now. So, but yeah, we'll still partake.
Okay. Nissa said yes. Nissa, on your character sheet, I want you to put bless on.
How do I do that?
Anybody who ate and drank, you can go ahead and put bless on. There
Global
should be a
modifier.
button. Yeah, there's a global modifier for you to do it.
Oh, there it is. I found it.
Just attacks and saving throws.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Cool.
Um,
That's not skill checks.
that's not what I wanted. I apologize.
It's just Nissa.
No,
No?
everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody who ate and
Everyone,
drank.
Everybody
yeah.
but me.
And
And
Constance.
Constance.
I feel like Constance is blessed in a different way.
And I would like for everybody to take 29.
many
If
ways.
if you ate or drank, you will take 29 temporary hit points.
How many, sorry?
29.
29.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me type in 29. There it goes. Weird.
Shriggity what?
Hmm?
Shriggity what?
Swiggity switty, I'm coming for that booty.
Started this morning. All right. As you guys are eating and drinking, you're going to hear the sound of loud wings beating and causing a lot of wind to kick up around you. And then you will hear sounds of dragons fighting in the background as some land. Where is my sounds for the dragons?
Hee hee.
Where are we hee?
Rune just mentioned Michael Jackson. Is that you?
Yeah, you're gonna see these guys land in the background.
Was that your husband?
Nope.
Who
No,
was
that was Johnny.
Oh.
That was mine. Well, not my husband, but he's mine.
You
Your
heard it.
creature.
She claimed him. I didn't claim him. Not doing that malarkey. That's all you.
Poor Jess.
All right. If you have your Roll20 music on, you will hear it. But that's what you will see and hear when you guys get out there.
Yeah. Back inside.
It's headed toward the school. Hey,
Are they actual dragons?
What?
Look at them.
they are actual dragons. Yes.
What on earth is happening?
I think we avoid them.
Maybe one of them is our new potential friend.
Possibly.
What kind of dragons are they?
Thank you. What color are they?
Sorry.
No worries.
What color are they?
Yeah, I
kind
can't
of
really tell.
Um,
This one
what-
looks like a
What's the
skeleton over here.
brand's
It's on
name on
fire.
them?
so doesn't give me a color.
What?
I mean, it should. Well, what are they breeding on the school?
What
Okay,
kind
that'll
of?
help.
Yeah.
What are they breathing on the school?
Is it fire? Is it?
Purple
Lightning?
flames.
That doesn't help much.
Ah.
Ghostly purple flames.
Okay. The ghost dragons. We fought ghost dragons last time we were here.
And the other one. The other one appears to be goldish, but not a gold dragon. His breath, Constance is very familiar with it, is radiant.
Wow.
Do they notice us?
They didn't notice you yet. They're kind of locked in combat on themselves.
They're fighting each other?
Ish. They are fighting each other, but anything that tends to get in the way will be then also demolished, like the buildings. If you guys get in the middle of it, you'll probably get in the middle of it and get into a fight.
Jordan,
Sir, ma'am.
sir. Okay. Do you know anything about what's going on out there with these dragons?
Probably shouldn't be in the form that you're in if you go out there. But yeah, that
What does
one.
that mean?
That one is a lovely little death dragon,
A death dragon.
the greater kind. The other one is a hallow dragon.
Dragon.
Oh, dragons of the Shadowfell, of course. Are they usually here?
No, they're here specifically because you're here.
Why?
I mean, because you're here to close the thing they're trying to keep open. Well, one of them is trying to keep open, the other one's trying to close.
Which one's trying to close it?
The
Hello.
hallow dragon is trying to close it.
Well, shall we go and help the Hallow Dragon to kill the other one, and then maybe he'll let us close the gate?
That seems like a reasonable thing. Or use a distraction that Hallow's giving us to get to the cathedral, and then help if we need to.
Right. Just fly over the top of them then.
We said you stay on the path still. So, but you said they're up by the school now, or are they?
This one, the death dragon, is tramping around the school.
Well, the school's way up here. That's what I was trying to figure out. Like,
Yeah, he's tramping around it. That's around it.
The one that's by the cathedral is the one that wants the gate to be closed.
Yes.
So what if we get like over here, and then I telepathically say to that dragon, "We are here to close the gate. Can you keep him occupied while we do it?"
the matter of getting there.
We can get there. Surely we
He
can get there.
does not speak common.
Well,
It's fine.
I
If I can
speak
get close,
Draconic. I speak Draconic.
He doesn't speak Draconic either.
Shut the front door. Are you kidding me?
No.
What does it speak?
Well then,
Oh,
I will cast
probably Celestial.
tongues. I will cast tongues on myself, and I will say it to him.
Or-
Whatever the
Perfect.
hell language.
Or have Constance talk to him.
I mean,
just-
Constance
I
is a
I'll do that.
celestial, so why would you do that?
Okay,
I speak
do that then.
Celestial.
Can you speak to him telepathically without the other one hearing?
I have an idea.
Here's the other one here's.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Ida's all
good idea.
yours.
gonna turn into a small. I'm gonna turn into a dragon. And
Sure
by
are.
the way, I speak Celestial. And I'm gonna go talk to him.
Hold on, let me get you that stat card. I was not ready for you to do that just yet, but that works too.
Ida became a dragon.
Ida becomes a dragon.
On Tuesdays?
I can't even do that.
I can't.
You cannot.
I can.
I cat.
Well, where's the adult dragon stat block?
It's in your shoe.
It's in your shoe.
Uh-huh.
Yes, he is going to become a dragon.
Didn't mean to click that.
Yeah, I got it. All right, Ida, there is your token. I'm going to edit it so that you can move it and do the things. You should be able to see it in the journals page and have full access to it as soon as I find your name.
Terrified vial of sentient blood. Oh no.
You'll be using that stat block instead of Ida's stat block.
Okay.
There you go.
Slightly stronger than I was before. Okay, well.
I have that spell. Mr. Stroud.
What does that
So-
one do?
So hold on. If I turn into this, I can no longer speak Celestial. So I have
Correct.
to use. So I take on its everything. I don't retain any of me.
Correct.
Then what's the point?
I don't know. You're the one that said you did it.
I said I would go do it to speak Celestial.
No, you said you spoke Celestial and that you were turning into a dragon. Had
So
nothing to do with...
I also said so that I could go speak Celestial to this guy.
No, you have that
I
stat
didn't.
block.
Well, I didn't know that until after.
There we go.
What? Don't you keep your own mental stats?
There's
Usually,
something special happening.
All right, have fun.
That's tongues, I'm in.
Can cast tongues
Does
on
he
you.
have a way to communicate with me in the dragon form?
Which dragon? Ida?
Yes.
Do you speak Draconic?
Yes, and Celestial. And if he's already transformed and he still can't speak Celestial, if he can communicate with me, then I could
yeah. You could also ride. You could ride me.
Can you now?
I mean, you get a better offer than that.
that
Come
works
on.
too.
I can think
I-
of better offer.
I mean, to be fair, I told y'all to get your minds up better. Like, y'all are not listening.
That's not happening.
I didn't have my mind in the gutter. I meant
I know.
you could ride me, and I could fly.
Yeah,
Well-
that works too.
We're trying to sneak past these two guys to
We're not
get to
sneaking
the
past
cathedral.
anything. Yeah.
No, he's a dragon now, so
Yep.
I can fly.
No, I'm
I
sneaking
can
in.
fly this. I can fly over to this. With it, just jump over to this one and talk to him.
you
Or
can't.
you could talk. That's only to get you close enough to talk to him.
But you still bad things happen if you go off the path. You have to
I'm
stick
not-
to the path.
I maybe that happened to them. So, well, they're actually both undead now.
Well,
Even if you're flying, you still need to stick to the path, and if you don't do that, bad things happen.
okay,
That's
hold
all
on.
I'm going to say to you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, what's 8, 16. I can move 16 squares without leaving the path. I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As
So-
you went down and around, okay. See.
Close enough to get Constance over to where she can yell at this dude in Celestial.
Hey, Constance, what are you saying?
That's a great question.
Yeah, kinda.
You say We're gonna go and close the gate. Can you keep the other dragon occupied while we do that?
Is this the Death Dragon?
This is the good guy. That's who you're going to
For
talk
some
to.
reason, I was thinking this one was. That's what I was
That's the hollow. This is the hollow dragon. This is the
This
death
is the
dragon.
hollow dragon. That is the good one. This is the death dragon because he's all black.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
fine.
the one on fire is all celestial. It's radiant energy.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna scream at him in Celestial. We're gonna close the gate. Are we using him as a distraction?
Keep
that
the
what we're
death dragon off of
supposed to
us. Yeah, keep the death dragon away from
Right.
us.
Okay. That's what I thought. Okay, and tell him that, like, hey, we need you to distract him and keep him off of us so that we can close the gate.
He will answer you with go quickly, and then I will have a message being sent to you from him privately.
Well, I'm just gonna.
Okay.
Guess we'll let us. We don't know yet. So
Mhm.
Right. So I'm like, when that's done, I'll just like, I don't know. I'm not gonna kick him because that seems rude. But
You can talk to Ida and say, "Hey, take me back
I'm gonna
over
tap her
there."
on the head. How'd it go?
okay. Everyone else, get out of the tavern. Let's go.
Okay, where are we going? You could all
Along
climb on.
Along the path. Can we all fit on there?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, you're pretty sure you can all fit on
Okay.
him. Yes.
Well, yeah.
Where are we going? Up this way?
And you fly. Follow the pathway up and around to the cathedral.
This way. Okay, with everybody else.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm staying on my
7,
carpet. If someone dispels him, we all go crashing down to the ground.
If we had to do it right
I
about
don't-
here.
It's not a spell.
Hmm.
Okay, so we're all. Okay, well, we can't all stay. Okay, fine. He flies faster than the carpet, so we're gonna be separated.
Mhm.
No, I'll fly slow enough that you can keep up. I'm not trying to get away from you.
Yeah, I mean, I hopped on because I can't fly that fast. So,
Yeah. You could just grab the carpet and jump on. Pretty sure more than one person fits on a huge sized creature.
The whole party.
Yeah.
okay, Ruden's not riding the. Okay, dragon. All right.
Hmm.
Okay, so cathedral.
I guess. Yeah.
What do we need to do with the cathedral?
Close the gate.
Oh, okay.
Gates inside the gates inside the cathedral.
Is anyone paying attention tonight? What's going on?
Okay, so
I'm
I'm
here. I
assuming-
got it.
gonna assume I don't fit inside.
Can you change back?
I don't know. I'm assuming I can. What I'm trying to decide is, should I help this guy fight him, or should I change and come into the cathedral?
It's up to you. The cathedral is going to be a arcane gate thing we have to put down. So
I have no idea. It's an arcane gate, so it's mostly the spellcasters doing stuff, right?
so it's been in the past, yeah.
Okay. Unless we have to fight something that's in there.
Or
we
in
can-
case we end up in a hell dimension again.
Alright, well then I guess I switch back and go with them.
I need you to make a con save.
Me?
Yes.
How did you do that?
You are unable to change back.
Oh, goody.
Okay. Well, good luck, guys.
Hey.
I'm gonna go. What's the watch? Maybe in trouble. I might join in.
He already looks bloodied.
And this guy does not.
And the black dragon does not, although he's not black.
Well, right. I'm
Purplish or whatever. Yeah.
black. I'm black.
Purplish.
I know the difference.
Yeah.
I want to know how he did that.
You too.
Guess we'll go inside.
Can I communicate to them what the Hollow Dragon's saying to me?
You
Or
can
that's
if you so
like-
choose. Yeah, you're in there. It's now that you're in the cathedral, the noise from outside has lessened. It's not as loud. It's not as deafening. You can have conversations in here. Mm-hmm.
Right. So I'm going to tell you, Strove, that after I talked to the Hollow Dragon, that it asked me why I was not in my dragon form and asked me if I was awakened. And obviously, I don't know what it's talking about, but there's something there.
So, would Cosme continue to a dragon? Heidi continue into a dragon.
I can't change it into a dragon. It's just that.
Well, you have a spell that changes to a dragon, so I'm saying. And
No, that's not right. Sorry, that's not what I meant to do.
And you can be in a dragon form. Can we all be dragons?
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and I don't know what it means by am I not awakened, but it seems like that's a possibility that we all have a dragon form.
What?
Except for me. That would make sense. Well, I guess we'll find out sometime in the future.
Are you attempting to turn into your dragon
No.
form? Is what I'm asking you. Is what she's asking. Oh, dear Lord. Any of you.
Not inside this cathedral, I'm not.
We got a gate to close. Maybe afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Unless y'all think I might need to for the gate. Otherwise, no.
Well, not knowing what the dragon form is or what it can do or what that means, because he couldn't speak his normal languages. So
Right. That's
a
fair.
problem.
So, last resort.
Yes. Ruden dragon. That's scary.
All right. You guys go. There is the door there. It's big and burly. And on the other side of it, you guys are closest to the door as possible. You're getting ready to shut it. Those of you who are helping shut it, I need strength saves. Or not saves, just strength checks. Sorry. I'm so used to saves.
I was
And
actually shutting it.
Those who aren't shutting it, I need perception checks.
Well, I'm terrible at that. So I think Ruden and Constance are the ones that shut the gate.
I'll probably just perception instead because my strength is awful.
Mine's not great.
My
but
perception is decent.
So if we're shutting it, we need to roll what?
Strength check.
Strength check.
Okay.
There. I helped.
Did I roll the wrong one?
You rolled a save. It's fine. It should be about the same anyways.
Okay, my bad.
Nope, you're good. All right. That's all figured out now. The strength check people, you are able to close the door, and it is closing. For you perception-like people, you can see Asmodeus is charging the gate, and there is somebody with him.
Oh.
It's a familiar face, one that you do recognize as Orson Pyrus.
Orson Pyrus or
Crucio.
We
Crucio.
see Orson Pyrus. We assume it's Crucio, but
right.
it's Pyrus. Right. So we push the gate closed. You see them.
See them running. When they realize what you all are doing, they are going to start running towards you. I need another strength to have the door shut and be held shut while they are applying the ritual.
Ugh. Oh, I rolled a save. Never mind.
You did.
So I pressed the wrong button. Yeah. Boop. Yeah,
Is
better.
that 7 to make us fail?
No, because you're not going to be casting it anyway. You're not going to be helping close. You're getting ready to start casting.
Okay, fair,
Yes.
good. Then I won't waste
Yep.
my inspiration on it.
So the doors are now being closed to the gate itself, not the cathedral part of it. You're getting the ritual put up. I need a religion.
Hmm.
You will hear banging and thumping.
Rudin, maybe religion.
The
No, Constance.
Terrible at religion. Oh,
Mm.
constant, yeah.
the spell is going off in her hand. Her hand turns this bright white as the sigil on the door begins to light up in this bright bluish whitish thing. Strell's very happy at the colors. Then it starts to turn red. Constance, roll me another religion.
Is it just religion or is there anything else?
Arcana.
Okay. If the door is
For
closed. Am I holding the door closed or am I trying to cast?
That's up to you. Are you casting or are you trying to help hold the door closed?
I have a +1 to strength. So, I mean, if
Okay.
if I can help with the ritual, I'll do the ritual to make it go faster. 'Cause I'm better at that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go ahead.
22. There you go.
It turns that bright red that everybody knows is bad. And then it turns back into that deep blue.
Oh,
And then you'll see the line seal. And now I need everybody to roll me a dex saving throw.
oh no.
As the force of the energy coming out from Constance and Strelv is going to cause a backlash.
Ooh, 13. Ouch.
Nissa?
Dex save.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I forgot to add plus to that.
Wow, no one did well.
Mm-mm.
I don't
Sorry.
know. Well,
We're-
Nissa
That's
can
my
still
thing.
roll. Nissa can still roll her bless.
Yeah.
And Constance as
D4.
well. She's not got bless on.
Constance didn't eat the food.
I didn't eat the
She
food.
didn't.
Neither did Nissa.
It didn't.
Alright.
It didn't seem like a constant thing to do.
Oh,
The
it makes sense.
force of the blast will knock you all backwards, and you will hit that back wall again, and you will take 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
But that
Okay.
gate is sealed. Outside, you will hear the dragons have stopped. They have stopped moving. I mean, they're not done breathing. They have stopped fighting. The Hallow Dragon lays down to begin to rest. The Death Dragon looks around. Leaves. Sorry, Hollow,
Oh.
Hollo.
Okay.
Looks around and will take off. The ghostly figures that were here will take their corporeal form. You've done it. You have saved us. Where are our children?
You should probably check the log.
And that the
Safe.
dragons saying that.
They aren't.
They're not scared of me, are they?
No.
I don't know. Are they? You say they corporeal form. Are they actually people
I mean, like,
now?
they are not people. They are still ghostly people.
They are safe.
Mhm.
We need the children to seal the gate.
That's what you were told.
Apparently not.
No.
It was what
and-
you were told, Strelv.
Investigation with these ghostly figures. What are they?
They are farmers.
They're ghosts, and so I'm trying to figure out here: are they actually people from here? Is there anything else about them, or anything else wrong with them?
No, they appear as though they are from here. They do, with your investigation that I don't see. Did you roll it and I don't see it?
You didn't ask me to, so
No, you had said it. I apologize. That's my fault.
16.
Oh, there's a red dot.
On the ghosts.
On the
Yep.
ghost?
Yep.
Well, they're not ghosts anymore.
I mean,
No,
they're
still-
They
still
are
they're
ghosts.
still ghosts, but they just look like they're people.
Oh,
I don't have dispel magic, of course. Yes, I do. I'll wave the staff around and when there's dispel magic on one of them.
Okay. The dispel magic will have the dot go away. He will look down at his body, and there is a light pouring out of it.
There's a light pouring out of his body.
Yes. You know, like grated cheese holes coming out everywhere. There's lights now pouring out. I have not felt my soul in so long. It's now been released. Please
You're
watch
probably-
over.
Sorry.
Please watch over my child.
Who's your child?
What was Crocosme saying? Sorry, I
Who
interrupted
is
her
your
twice.
Who is your child? No, I
Oh.
interrupted you. Sorry, there was a bit of a delay.
There's always a delay. On here, the specific child you were looking for him. Let me get the kids' names pulled up. This is Sown No. Halfling.
Number 11,
Been-
right?
Yep.
It's going. I will make sure he knows.
After a bit, they're all going to start forming around you, looking for you to do the same thing.
How many of them are there? 15 of them?
No,
Well,
there
some of
are.
some of the people actually, their parents are still alive. That's right.
Yep. There are bunches of people here. I'd say in a grouping for each one of the tokens that's on there, there are about 10.
I
There's
can't cast
lots.
dispel magic on that many people. There's no way. And they don't all. There's only 15 kids. How are there 100 people here?
Have Asmodeus and Pyrus gone now?
They're behind the gate. They can't get through that gate.
They were inside there. Okay.
Yeah, they hadn't come through the gate.
Can the ghosts come into the cathedral?
They can.
Because
Jordan is making his way over to you guys, by the way.
not on the path.
Not on the path.
Okay.
Ida, go ahead and give me another con save. And Constance, this hollow dragon keeps nudging himself up against you like you're supposed to be petting him.
But is he purring?
No, it's not
I
purring.
mean, he's dead.
Damn it.
I mean, she'll pet him. She's gonna think it's weird, but she'll do it.
It's going to slow clap it. You guys did a great job. Where are the kids?
No, we didn't need them.
You were supposed to use them.
Why do you need them?
It's a specific ritual that requires the blood of the ancestors.
None of the other gates required that.
No. We've managed to close all of the gates now without using the children.
But where are they?
They're
Safe.
safe.
And safe is where?
They've been taken care of by people.
Whom?
Why
You
do you want to
should
know
know
about the
this.
children? Why don't
What
you
the-
know this?
Just
Love
say
how-
it.
all of you are ganging up on me. That's great. I love it. Yeah. Yeah. So I know what I know.
Yes, and you keep it very close to the chest here. What do we need the kids for? What is the point?
Or what do you need the kids for?
Hit the button on the nose, don't you, Kokaznia? He's going to attempt to take a swing at you through Constance.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Rude.
No.
Who's
Wow.
taking a swing? Are they inside the cathedral?
No.
No, they're outside now.
Oh,
Him.
And you're
In
still
here.
in dragon
Yeah.
form.
yeah, I know that.
hmm
So Jordan took a swing.
Sure
me?
did at Crocosmia.
Because I asked him what he needed the children for.
Mm-hmm. Where is the stat card?
But that's what's definitely not going to work. Like, Constance isn't going to let him punch through her. Just saying.
There it is.
As I have a reaction to that, I will do this.
Mm-hmm.
So subtract D from his attack.
I'm assuming all of you are doing some type of attack thing.
Well, it's my only reaction to do. So
John, you can't click on the stat card to roll it.
Ian?
Yeah.
Oh, let me see. This?
I'm a
Oh, yeah. I never did this before. So
It's all good. It's all good. Giving you all the fun stuffs.
Welcome to my world.
Jim, you need a what save?
no, this is essentially it's going to subtract D4 from his attack roll.
Okay. It's all
And
the spell save, sorry.
yeah, there's no spell save on it. This is just boom. Yeah, there's actually no save. It just subtracts D4. Is that what he's casting?
That is what he's hitting with.
Oh, it's not. That's not a spell. Okay, weird.
No, he wasn't casting a spell. He was going to punch her.
With a psychic orb.
With a
The
psychic orb.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay. So subtract D4 from that attack roll.
Did you roll it, or does she have to roll it, or do I roll it?
It just says subtract D4 from the roll. I can roll if you want. So
Yeah. Let's have you roll it because it was your spell.
21.
Still hit me.
Well, he's got to go through Constance.
He does. Constance
Right.
is also doing things. What is Constance doing?
Hey, I don't think I can
I
reach.
disagree. I'm trying to figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Let's see
I
what I
don't.
have.
What
How
are
can
you
I reach
doing? Reaction. You can choose.
Oh, bam! Hits himself.
Nice.
Forward rebound. Boom. Go for it.
Rebound. Yeah, like it. I like it.
I love Raiden.
What is your word that you are uttering, sir?
Miss.
Bitch. Say
Yes,
bitch
Robin.
to him. Just call him bitch.
No, I was like this. But then, yeah. And then Ruden's rebound. That's what it is. Nah.
Nope. She's rubbing your glue. Boink.
He'll hit himself square in the face, stagger back a few feet. Isn't it funny how you're starting to put it together?
You're
And
not.
he's going to snap his fingers again,
Is he casting a spell?
disappearing.
Counter spell?
Sure, go for it.
Okay, I'm counterspelling it. So is it? Yeah, of course he's teleporting. Let me get spell check on that one. That's going to be a
Constance is
charisma.
going to cast that in that
14.
situation
God.
then and try to bind him.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, the spell fails, unfortunately.
It does. Yes, it does. So he does leave. He will still take that damage that you rolled there, because I don't think his strength is high enough to get past that.
Does it prevent someone from teleporting?
Well, it says that it gives it difficult terrain, and if they must succeed on a strict saving throw or be restrained by the chains.
No, we can still teleport out
Okay,
of
so
it.
teleport. Yeah.
Teleport out.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So
Yeah,
he
so-
is going.
Well, I
man,
tried.
Who was that?
I don't know. It was Jordan, but not Jordan. I mean, whenever it's from a different time.
I think we need to go and find the other Jordan and speak to him and see what's going on.
I don't know how.
Why did they want the children? They wanted the children to be brought back here.
Yes, they want the blood of the children for
Something else. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that we kept them in the box. Okay.
What do they need them for?
But this gate is sealed.
This gate is sealed.
That's all of them, then, isn't it?
Can we double check that to make sure it's definitely sealed and it's not an
Yeah,
illusion?
Yeah,
We're
go ahead.
All of the detect magics and of the everything that we can. I also can.
All of the things. Yep.
All of the things.
Yeah, study it, investigate whatever needs to happen.
Yeah.
Ida, are you okay?
It is sealed. Ida, you can go ahead and give me another con. Apparently, black dragons are not conning. Are you hitting the right con button? Because I thought they were pretty conning.
He rolled a
Yeah.
7
Are you
plus,
hitting? Are you hitting the one on the dragon sheet or
plus
on
5.
Ida's sheet?
He's got a 20 con. He's got plus 7.
It should be on the dragon sheet, but
Yeah.
but
You rolled a 7.
So down, do you see where it says con, and then below that it says con plus 10?
Yeah, don't roll on the stat. Roll on the save.
Oh.
Yeah.
Roll that.
That's better.
There you go. You
There
are
you go.
able to willingly change out of your form if you so choose.
What was that?
Now you're gonna get torn apart.
No, I'm just like, what? How?
Thought all you guys could do that.
How do we know we could do that?
You're the king of the dragons.
I'm only a dragonborn.
You even got a dragon mask on.
Yes, it's a mask.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you have a dragon form. How did you know you had a dragon form?
Saw it once in a picture.
Wait, what?
It was mirror.
A picture or a mirror? What was it?
Same thing.
No, it's not.
I was just reflecting upon myself.
And you saw a dragon instead of your cat form.
It's all very cryptic.
Yeah, there he is. Cryptid even.
Put his cryptic stuff together with Constance's information.
So, Constance, you know about dragon forms as well? No, that's right. Jordan just said it to you.
No, I had a dragon form if I have one.
I mean, I know I've dragon blood, but I never even an inkling I could change into one. No, why would I be able to? Makes no sense.
Should try it sometime.
How would you even go about doing that?
I just did it.
What did you do?
Did it.
Did you recite something? Did you just call on yourself? What did you do to make the transformation happen?
So, Strev, I want you to help the DM, from the DM to help the player. Think really hard about being a dragon.
No. Yes. I will move away from the building.
Okay. I assume you guys were outside anyways.
I mean, some of us were inside investigating. I'll get out of the way here.
I think we should leave this entire place.
It doesn't look like this anymore. I just haven't brought up a new map yet.
What does it look like?
Okay, you're gonna think real hard. If you go to the journals page, and at the very top of the journals page, There is a specific dragon with your color on it.
Interesting. Wait a minute. Chromatic?
Uh-huh.
That's weird. And not
Yeah,
my
Yeah.
dragon.
You
My,
didn't
my
know we were
dragon
all
blood.
Evo?
Not
Well,
your blood.
no,
Has...
I have blue dragon blood. I'm a
So-
silver dragonborn.
So you will see Strelv turn into that.
Ah. Oh.
Anybody else thinking about becoming a dragon?
Well, I'm trying. I have to know. Here, I'll move out
Okay, you'll move out. Constance,
Well,
you're
after-
gonna
to the other dragon. She has to know. She has to know.
you'll turn into that, and again, in the journals page at the very top, you will see a dragon
I see.
designated for you.
Looky there.
Wow.
Gold?
Brass.
Brass.
White. That's weird. Look down on my scale. Like, this makes no sense.
Who else is looking at dragon?
Me.
Okay, Ida, I'll change it. Crocosmia, you are gonna change into. Come on, thank you. That one. Again, you'll have that same thing in the journals page.
Green dragon?
Yep.
Thought it would have been a fey dragon or something.
That would be hilarious if this turns into a fairy dragon.
A fairy dragon. Tiny, tiny fairy dragon. It would be amazing.
Is this a trying to be a dragon?
Sure, why not?
Okay, we'll bring you out here. Come on.
Please be a fairy dragon.
It's not a fairy dragon. Why can't I click on it? Thank you.
Oh my
Ooh.
gosh.
Amethyst.
that?
What is that? Amethyst?
It's purple.
Amethyst.
It's an amethyst dragon. Rudin, are you
Wow.
trying to think
my
about being a
birthstone.
dragon?
And mine. And nuns.
Wait, you two are February as well?
Yeah.
That's cool. Mine is the 26th.
And the 24th. Nuns is the 5th. 5th?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so I've been informed he would prefer
Yes.
to be. Okay. No, you're going to turn into a topaz one, though.
Topaz?
Nice.
Gems.
Who?
Rudin.
He wants to turn into a dragonfly.
Dragons.
He's kind of staring down at the white scales, like shaking my head.
Mhm.
Why?
There's that dragon voice. Good lord.
Yes. I mean, we're all speaking Draconic now, so.
You are now, yes. Speaking of, now that we're speaking all draconic, the hollow dragon. Well, now that you've awakened,
He doesn't speak Draconic.
he does
Yeah.
not. It does not, but he's speaking to you all in common.
Oh, okay.
What?
Oh, jeez.
Big
Now that you're awakened, welcome to the world of dragons.
Oh, I get it.
She planned this all along.
I actually have. I have. I just didn't know which ones you guys were going to be. Streva was in the air between 3 different colored ones for you, and if you want to change, we can change it.
Yeah,
But
silver would make
that-
more sense at least. They're gonna be.
yeah, I was thinking silver, but I wasn't sure, and yeah.
It's fine. Yeah.
I will change it later. But like,
Sure.
so he's now going to tell you the tale of the world of dragons. 250 years ago, when they stopped the time rift from happening, and they put Glacia away, to steal a book out of Jim's page, cataclysm happened.
Ugh.
Everyone on this planet is a dragon.
What? Hence the
Hmm.
name. World
Hence
of
the
Dragons.
name. World of Dragons. Everyone is. There's the brass dragon. Good lord, that was forever ago. Copper. I'm looking for copper, not brass. Sorry. Everybody is a dragon. But what happened somewhere down the line, we started remembering that there were other races on this planet and wondered what it would be like if we were to live and act as though we were them. Select few people get to remember that they are dragon. Strelv, you heard it in the very first session. The sleeping dragon that no one else heard.
Yes.
The rest of you may not have heard it individually, but you would have heard it collectively. There you go, Strelv. I've got
Cool.
your new token out.
Hey, Silver. Cool.
Copper dragon coming out for
And
Ida.
Person that has, I'm not sure who's green.
For
If you,
Cosmere.
if you
What?
don't like green, there's emerald, isn't there?
Yes. But she has a thing with emerald dragons right now.
Okay.
Procrasmere.
Well,
Procrasmere has nothing
okay.
against any of
There's
them.
there's no one who's a gold dragon if you don't like the whole like. My concern on the black, like the chromatic, was the evil.
Yeah. No, I was going based off of colors. I wasn't even caring about the alignment.
I mean-
Procrasmere isn't always green.
This is
And-
true.
Yes. I mean, I actually have blue dragon blood as well, but I'm silver dragonborn.
So, for the last 200 years, the world has been living in alternate forms, and only the select few whose memories have been selected to become their dragon forms are turning into their dragon forms.
There are all dragons that exist here.
Yep. Which is why
People.
when I asked you, Stelv, if you were sure you wanted to be a dragonkin.
Sure.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
So our goal, the Hallow Dragon will say, is to get everybody back into their dragon state.
permanently?
That is the goal, but we're not going to force anyone to do something they don't want to do.
I was going to say, some people might not want to be a dragon. Some people might be happy being
Live
they
my
are.
whole life as I am.
right.
You will have that choice. Even you, once your tasks are done, you will have the choice of turning back into who you were before.
Can we access our abilities still?
Um,
Spell casting and such.
when you are in your dragon form, you will use your dragon form stat block. When you are in your normal form, you will use your normal form stat block. Until you guys get comfortable changing in and out, you'll roll con saves to get in and out of your form. Just like John had to do.
Okay, well, I will land over there. Oh no, natural one.
Nailed it.
Yep, of course. Kind of looked down.
Ooh, strange.
Nailed it.
Man's with advantage.
It will take some time.
There wouldn't be. You don't have access to our abilities or our items.
Mm-mm.
So nothing with advantage. We don't have our
Oh.
feats. We don't have our feats. We don't have anything.
Wow.
We're using the dragon's stats, the dragon's abilities. Yes.
You are.
Okay.
And so that you know, when you guys hit your adult dragons now, when you guys hit level 20 in game, you guys will have the next one up, which is Ancient Dragon, correct? Is that the next stat block up?
I think so, yeah. Adult
Yes.
Ancient.
So you'll have that stat block when you guys hit level 20.
Strange.
Now, that man who came in and was speaking with you,
Jordan.
what did you... Jordan. Yes. Not friend.
He can move in time. He's a time ranger of sorts.
The Time Dragon.
Time dragon. That is a thing.
It is a thing.
Hmm.
He follows Loki
Mm.
in the sense of deities.
But uses a tiefling form.
Yes, apparently, from studies that we've learned from him, people talking with him, it is to lower people's guard.
Hmm.
The next time you meet him, probably shouldn't. It should be the last time you meet him.
You telling us to kill him?
Telling you not to let him live.
Isn't that the same thing?
There's multiple ways of killing someone.
How do you stop a time dragon from traveling through time?
Mm-hmm.
How do you catch a cow out and pin it down?
I mean, if it's the same
How do you solve
question,
the
then
problem with
yes.
Korea?
Yeah, see? Constance got it.
The problem.
Go visit.
It's like one of my favorite movies of all time, just for the record.
Nice.
Go visit the dwarves in Breland. Before you
Why?
go there, visit the elves in the Shadow Marshes. They have an alloy that can help you create handcuffs that will block his ability to be able to teleport and go through time. The dwarves in Breland will be able to craft it for you.
I already have them.
Did we just jump in on Tolkien land? Is that what just happened?
You
Breland?
stop it. You stop it.
I already have them.
You have what?
I already have shackles that they'll make it so he. Oh no, I take that back. If he teleports, they go with him, but they don't stop him from teleporting. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, because I tried to stop him. That was the only spell I had that would restrain, and it didn't work either.
It says green dragons are lawful evil and emerald dragons are lawful neutral, so I'll probably go with that one.
I don't think alignments matter in a world where we're all dragons.
No.
Didn't you?
I am checking to see if there's something that you might enjoy.
If you prefer a different color dragon, we'll do it outside of game and we'll fix
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
green
fine.
dragons also breathe poison, so I'm not sure that's your thing too.
Nah.
When I originally picked these colors, it was based off of what Kirkosmia's normal color was,
Okay.
not the 5 million colors that is there.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Why?
Because at least part of that's my fault.
Oh.
So
if these elves are just dragons who don't know they're dragons, what's to stop everyone in the world from changing back?
the
And no
goal
longer being elves or dragons or dwarves or any of that.
the goal is to get everybody to that point, but
they lose their abilities.
they do. It would be temporary. There will be a time period that we won't have it, but we'll regain it. It just takes time. Cosby, how about that one?
Wow.
Huh? What is that?
Prismatic.
That would make sense.
Hmm.
So it is completely up to them. We're hoping once people understand what is happening, most people just make the decision on their own.
Well, the
Like
ability
you,
to change back and forth would be fine.
for now it is. It is baby steps. Getting people to awaken is the first step. The second step is getting them to be comfortable changing in and out of their form, and this could take hundreds of years.
There we go.
As
Okay.
you know, new children are born every day. Yep. If you rolled higher than a 16, you can change out of your form.
So Burden and I both did. Okay.
Yes.
That
Can you
is
give me the prismatic stat card?
Yeah, you want it?
Yeah,
Well, you didn't.
I like that.
Sorry, Bernie. You should
Yes.
check out a light dragon.
Your face should.
No, there is
So-
such a thing as a light dragon, and also a moonstone dragon.
What? There you go. Constance, you're able to change back out.
Right, it helps when you click the correct one.
Deal with this Orson fella,
And
also
now he's
known
yes.
That's
Yes,
Crucio.
Crucio.
Crucio, yes.
Anyone you go to speak to about him will definitely be a Crucio is not his name. It will always be
Iris.
Pyrus, Orson Pyrus.
He was sealed on the other side of the gate.
No, he wasn't.
Then who was with Asmodeus?
That was his Cosmere, you're good. His simulacrum.
So Simulacrum sealed on the other side of the gate. Simulacrum's down on the ocean by the other gate, and there's another one. Then the real one is somewhere else.
You are unaware of the other 4.
Oh, wonderful. So there's him
7.
plus 7, the 6 more.
Yeah, him plus 6 more.
Has 6 simulacrums. Well, luckily those are somewhat easier to destroy.
I will give you a hint. Each one of his people, his other hymns, are with the other 7 most powerful armies in the world. One's with Gregory, with the dragons. One's with the elves. One's with the dwarves. And then I'm gonna let you guys figure out the other.
The undead.
You can assume that. Yeah.
The hell? Why is it coming through now? It's been going off this whole time.
I mean,
Dunno.
every now and then we've been
Oh.
hearing it. It's just now that it's quiet.
Yeah, it's funny.
When you turn into dragon form,
Yes.
Does it like last until you step out of it? So you could always be in dragon form if you wanted to be?
Correct.
Well, thank you.
Because you're a dragon.
Because you are essentially a dragon.
But then we have all lives and memories of someone else and
Yep.
being not a dragon.
Mhm.
All these abilities we've gained and all these items we have, like there's nothing in a dragon form.
Yep.
Dragons are powerful, but I can't cast spells.
I'm
as a
away.
dragon.
You can't?
Mhm.
No,
Oh.
I tried. I could not cast a spell.
Oh.
It's not on my stat block.
I've
Because
got
magic
some.
dragons have spells.
Although it says I can change shape, probably more into human or a beast. I could change back into myself.
That's kind of how it all got started in the first place, Strel. It was based off of your stat block, the silver one.
Retains an alignment, hit points, and its ability to speak proficiently. Yeah, you can change shape as in our forms.
Well, you can.
Well, it's in the silver dragon form. Oh, only silver dragons can?
I think so. I don't think that's written in any other dragon form.
Oh,
I can. That's why I was asking, because I was just going
okay.
to stay in orc form.
Yeah.
There are some. These are, by the way, the reason your tokens, some of them, look different than what we're used to as far as D&D. This is the 2024 version. Now that I've got you guys mind boggled playing
Yeah,
with
it says-
dragon stat cards.
Citizen capabilities are otherwise replaced by those of the new form, except any class features or legendary actions of that form. But those are my class features in that form, so I don't get my class features?
It sounds like.
That's dumb. Okay. Well, we'll have to figure this out.
I don't understand.
Yeah, this is not.
If we're
Right now-
dragons that have turned into people and have leveled up as people and have gained all of these abilities as people, we should be able to use those abilities, shouldn't we?
You have to
So-
So what I had said earlier was you have to relearn them, and it's going to take years to do so. By
Okay.
the time you're level 20, these will be what level is that?
What, ancient?
Ancient dragon stat blocks, and you'll be able to use your own abilities even in your dragon form.
Gotcha.
So now we can't use our people abilities?
Not while we're in dragon form.
Not while you're in dragon form.
No, but I
Ye-
mean when we're not in dragon form.
Yes. We
Yes,
already
when
are.
you're in Crocosmia form, you will
Okay.
use Crocosmia stat block.
Okay. That's
You
what I
just
thought you were
have-
saying.
Yeah, the lovely druid gets another stat block card to play with.
Yeah, just another one.
So everybody, regardless of what your stat block says right now, if you're in dragon form, you can only use your dragon abilities. When you are in your normal form, as in your player that you created at level 1, or whatever level it was when you came into the game, you will use those abilities. By 20th level, you'll be able to combine both character sheets.
Is it an action to change?
No, it's just an at will.
Oh, so just poof, we're a dragon.
Right, but remember to get out is going to be a con save.
Right.
Yep.
But if I'm at like 4 hit points, I'm gonna go poof. Now I'm a dragon with 243 hit points.
Exactly. Okay. I should tell you what's about to happen with this fight in 4 years, Strelf.
Yes. So we're bringing an army of elves, an army of dwarves, an army of dragons, and being dragons ourselves.
Battle of 5 armies.
Ruden, I'm correcting you right now. Regardless of what your stat block says for your dragon form, when you're in Ruden form, you can only use Ruden stats. When you're in dragon form, you can only use dragon stats, but that will change as you guys level up.
Yeah. So while you're in dragon form, you can do that, but you're not gonna be transforming into Ruden with Ruden's abilities. You can change into any creature you want to because of that ability, but it won't have the abilities that Rudin has that you normally do in your Rudin form. That's the way I'm seeing it, at least. So I could change into my dragon form, transform to look like Strel, but I won't have all my Strel abilities.
Mm.
So because they're not fully integrated yet.
They will be. You're working
But,
on 'em.
yeah.
It's one of those. It's going to happen when you guys hit level 15. So there's that. So here's your dragon stack card for level 15.
Well, I think this has gotten quite strange and even more than before.
Yeah, basically.
So
Thought life was confusing before. Now I'm a dragon, and
Well,
so
you
is
were
my
always
boyfriend.
you were always a dragon.
Apparently, that's even weirder though.
Do you know that when you guys said that you were doing what you were doing, I just laughed for 2 whole weeks?
What?
What? Oh,
Because you guys were like a Landrin and a Dragonborn. How exactly does that work? Well, because
We're
y'all
not.
don't know. You're not.
Now here's the weird thing.
Uh-huh.
Because is from the Feywild.
Sure
She's
is.
not. So is everyone in
Well,
the Feywild also dragons?
it's
In
specific
Nissa?
to it's specific to the fact that they were here longer. They were here when the cataclysm happened and the 50 years afterward.
Interesting. Okay, so at some point, Trocosmia and Nissa
If
forgot
they
who
spend
they were and went to the Feywild and had families and had. Wow.
Oh, I kept it all straight. But it's
but
weird. If they go back to the Feywild and they spend more than 250 years in the Feywild and don't come back to this realm, they can go back to their regular form and stay that way and lose their dragon form altogether.
But there are elves that are older than 250 years.
Sure are.
Are they dragons too?
You don't know. Go talk to one and find out.
Well, dwarves as well. There are dwarves that are older
Yep.
than that as well.
Sure are.
Oh, of course, because Nona was alive before this happened, so she wasn't a dragon then.
Nope, she wasn't. She was a wizard, though.
Sure, but she was still a gnome. She wasn't the dragon.
Nope.
So
Nope.
So there have to be some people in the world that aren't dragons. I mean, obviously, there are people that are older than 250 years old would be not dragons, but people since then, those people had kids. Those kids were not born as dragons; they're born as what they were.
You'll figure it out. It'll be fun.
No, I'm not going to figure out. I'm confused. Oh, it's fine. Okay.
The back half of the game. Just because you guys are like deity doesn't mean you are, right?
Well,
All right. So what do you want to do? Hang out here?
I don't think so.
Yes. This is not a ghost land anymore.
Oh, everything's changing back to normal, or
It is. Back to.
Are the buildings all still ruined though?
When it comes back in, it'll be 100% ruined. There won't be any actual buildings here.
Oh, okay, it's just broken down. Nothing.
Broken down nothingness. Yep.
Even the cathedral.
No. Oddly enough, I think the cathedral, if the map I'm thinking of is still the map I'm thinking of.
Like damaged but not destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the Hollow Dragon. Where would you go now? Who's that?
Me.
Oh, neat. Okay.
I changed it to a nicer picture.
That's how her Roll20 gets completely filled with all kinds of crazy stuff.
No, because I delete them as I go along now. I know what the issue is, so if it ever gets to that point again, I'll just delete those.
Good. All right. So, what do you guys want to do now? You have closed the last gate for a moment, anyways. In this moment, it seems peaceful. It seems quiet.
I'd like to go party, but at the same time, I think we need to go and find Jordan with a J.
I think he's going to take some time to track down. I mean, time is a thing.
This time, I think.
Mm, you don't know if it's a where he went or a when he went.
Well, not only that, I mean, how do you track down someone who jumps through time?
I don't know. He manages to find us all of the time.
But he said he was trapped here. And was he lying, or was it?
I think he's
Or
been
was-
lying about a lot of things.
I'm definitely not done about that. But what I mean is he? I mean, was this Jordan trapped here? And there's other Jordans we talked to before.
Was that even Jordan?
Maybe not. It's hard to tell. I mean, we also know that he took the form of a person that Grigori knew named Temerity, right?
Yeah.
And that person is gone, and he took that form. So what is his actual form?
Exactly. Everybody's changing forms. Nobody knows who anybody is.
Says the
Funny.
person who had 4 forms originally.
And then druid forms.
Never you mind.
It's different, I know, of course.
I'm a druid. That's different.
Oh, is that what it is? Because you're
Mhm.
druid, it's different.
Yeah,
I
of course.
hear your TV.
No, you hear somebody talking.
Oh, are you talking?
No.
You talking about Willis? All right. So, where are we going? Are we going back to town, or do you want to see what the town looks like before you go back to town?
I don't see what the town looks like.
All right, give me a minute. Let me get the grid off. Grid off. Save settings.
Oh, nice.
Here we go.
Tumble
Yeah.
tankard. Oh, it just looks like a town. I think I sent you that map.
Nope, you did not.
Did I not?
Mm-mm. I'm getting better at finding my own maps.
I don't need
Yeah,
them all.
and I still
So
need you to
is
find
that
my map.
Nissa on the map there? Remember who's who now.
It's Stro.
Oh no,
No,
I
that's not me.
That's a
I
copper.
put me there. I changed
That's
back.
Hopper Dragon.
Who's the
A
copper?
what?
Cosby is there.
I changed it back, so it's not
Mhm.
dragon anymore.
Why did you change back?
Because I wanted to. I wanted to make sure I could and use my
No.
magic.
I'm gonna change back. then.
Yes, you're
Oh,
able to, Ida.
No.
No, you said 16.
Yep.
But now we can change back at will. So
As well.
Yes, you can willingly, whenever you want, change back into a normal dragon.
Oh,
To
yeah,
get out
we
of
still-
the dragon form, you will still have to roll that con save. I'll let you know when that's changed.
Sure.
All right, now that you're here, I think we've lost some momentum playing with new dragon stat cards, so we're just going to call it here tonight.
Okay.
And
No.
So level up to level 15.
How many times a day can we turn into a dragon and back into ourselves?
Infinite.
Infinite.
It
Does the
is
hit points
who
reset
you-
every time?
Yes, it is who you are.
Wait.
No.
So you just like I go back to my normal form, and then turn back to a dragon as a no action whatsoever and be 243 hit points again.
Remember, you have to use a con to get out of it, but yes.
Sure. But what I'm saying is, like, I could have infinite hit points. If I change back to my normal form, back to the hit points I was before.
You go down to 27 hit points on the dragon, and you turn back to your person form, and you turn back to the dragon. Do you have the full amount of hit points, or that 27 hit points that the dragon had?
I am going to say I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Because that's where oh god, you could never ever kill us ever. It'd be impossible to even danger us.
Fun. It'd be fun.
Well, here's the problem: is
It'd be
that
deific.
at that, yeah, I mean, like gods can't do that. Like literally,
Can't? No. I will
No.
get back to you.
Wanted.
I will get back to you on that one.
I think I found the picture I'm going to use.